Alright guys, hope you're all doing well. It's go time. Today we got an SFT and I'm going to be playing Warriors of Chaos. So I've been wanting to try them out since the new update because they kind of got some of the flavor that Nurgle got via the Nurgle caster, and they have Rot Knights, which Rot Knights I don't think are very good, but they're super cool. So if we can find any excuse to use them, we will. And yeah, it's going to be good. We're actually playing Warriors of Chaos, so a little bit of all the different gods. Yeah, in our build, it's going to be good. Next time, I'm thinking about playing Vampire Coast, Ogre Kingdoms. I kind of want to play some of the underrepresented factions that don't get a ton of love and see if we can have some success. Currently today, restrictions on, so we banned basically the top 3 factions for today. Empire, Kislev, and Tzeentch aren't going to be playable for today, but it's all good. They'll be getting played again very, very soon. So, spread the rot. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos are fun. There are Demons of Chaos players. There are several in the tournament. We have a lot of Nurgle players. One of the reasons why I wanted to play Walk is because I did see quite a few Nurgle players. So I wanted to switch it up. Yeah, I mean, there's a chance Kolek will get played here today. There's a decent little chance. All right. So yeah, we have 2 Skaven in the tournament today, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's some Skaven folk in here hanging out. So let me get the Discord open and do the announcements and get the tournament started. Thank you guys all for your patience, and let us do it. Oh, Professor Pone of the Vampire Counts. Okay, very scary. Very scary indeed. All right, so let's do that, and that looks good, and let's generate the brackets. All right. You guys want to see the power of technology right now? You ready for this? Hold on. This is some high-tech stuff. All right, so here we are, and let's generate the bracket, like so. Yes, I'm sure I want to generate the bracket for the tournament. Hey, Kyle, thanks for becoming a member. Greatly appreciate it, dude. We'll try and do some Kolek Smash for you today. All right, so now the brackets are here, and I'm playing Martin. Oh, I think Martin's playing Slaanesh, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Martin's a really good player. Very, very solid. So this is going to be a sweaty, sweaty first match. T-game. All right, let me get my opponent in here. Okay, let's do this, and let's find Martin. Or it's Martin here. I think this is Martin. No, that's from a different Discord server. Okay. Hey, all right. Let me tell the goblins the first round is live. We're live. Okay. So that looks good. Let's get this up. And there we are. All right. So everybody should know the round's up. Looks like we're good. I am. Martinius is saying I'm a little bit rusty too. All right. Oh, who are they going to be on? Oh, Bretonia. Okay. This has always been a bit of a tricksy matchup. But what tools do we have here? Okay, guys, the power fantasy might come alive here. Now, I know a build that has a pretty good likelihood of succeeding, but I'm kind of leaning towards something more fun. So we'll have to see. But we got Bretonia in the first round. A dark theme for Total Tavern. I'll talk to some folks about that. It's not a bad idea. Hey, Turin, not interested in Warhammer 3. Just keep it up. Yeah, we got another AoE stream coming soon. Don't worry. We just had one, I think, 2 days ago. You had a God tier shower. Oh, man. I'm going to be playing in an old world tournament this weekend. Oh, they're on Demons of Chaos. Okay, that totally changes things. Okay, aces. Hey, you guys wanted to see Demons of Chaos, so here you go. It's on. I played this one recently. God, what was my build that I brought? I'm trying to remember how I had success. I legit cannot remember. I can't. I'm getting old. So they have, what do Demons of Chaos have that is scary? Trying to think. I'm pretty sure I had the restrictions on the... Yeah. Okay. You're... Just checking here to make sure my opponent knows about one of the restrictions we have. The Soul Grinders of Tzeentch are limited. I think actually completely restricted. Just because they're extremely broken. So those bad boys are going to be offline for now. Yeah, the Tzeentch Soul Grinder is really broken. Yeah, it's banned. Hopefully CA will fix it soon. No promises, but you know, I'm hoping they do. That would be very, very nice. So for the characters we want to bring against Demons of Chaos, I don't know. Like who's a solid choice here? You could go for like a Nurgle. Would you do a Nurgle? Could you do a Nurgle Sorcerer Lord? It's kind of an interesting idea, isn't it? New RTS Homeworld 3 out today. Oh, that just came out. Okay, I'll take a look after the stream. That was something that I was actually interested in. So, yeah, just these each one. All right, so letting my opponent know just so they don't walk into any restrictions there, which would be unfortunate. We'll get one of you, I think. Yeah, that probably isn't a bad idea to get you in there, and then we can get this. Now we need to figure out what lord we want to bring. You could go one of the demon princes. Yeah, they're not bad. They're certainly not bad, those guys. They can stand and fight pretty well. So let's cut you. Let's cut you. I think that's going to be a solid kit of spells there. All right. Is that really the way we want to go, though? Cut that, and we have that for free. Okay. So aside from this, how many marks do we have left? They just need to limit the missile. The Zinch grinders, though. Yeah, their damage is pretty insane. It does a ton. Okay, so we'll bring you in reserve. God, I played this matchup recently. I'm trying to remember what went well and what went badly. Oh, I have a replay of it too. I'm not very practiced with Khorne right now. The Warriors of Chaos are a faction I have a bit of experience with. I played them in previous patches. I haven't really played them in this patch. This will be one of my first tournament games with them, actually. But yeah, they're not bad. They are not bad. All right, so we got those two, which I think is pretty important. Yeah, he's got to be rocking it. Kolak in this matchup would be a little bit too vulnerable to being sniped, probably. Up in the sky, we have to worry about, what, Screamers, I guess? Screamers are a little bit of a pain. Valkia is also a good option, I think. She's certainly not bad by any stretch of the imagination, because she is very, very hard to snipe. As long as you see the sniping spell coming her way, you can avoid it pretty easily. All right, so that is going to be cut, so we'll just do that, and then we need to get some sort of a Harry Potter here. Huh. So yeah, I remember elite demon infantry are pretty monstrous in this matchup. I remember that being a bit of an issue, right? Yeah, the elite demonic infantry. Yeah, that's what it was. All right. Fortunately, Rot Knight's probably not going to be amazing, but that's okay. So it's looking good. Will I play High Elves? I will play them at some point. I played them a little bit the other day. I had some fun with them for sure. They're a cool unit. A cool faction. Yeah, Pestigors, obviously we don't have them on this roster. Bile Trolls are not very good here against demons, in my humble opinion. And I'm taking a long time to build here, so I need to step up my game. All right, so that looks fine. And then aside from this, we can just get some basic chaff units. Yeah, those are Mark of Khorne, right? So we'll get a couple of you dudes, and then we can get this for our core starting army. I think that's going to be acceptable. And then for the reserves here, we need to work this out. I'll need to check to make sure there's no admin issues also after all is said and done. Oh, that's right. We need something here. Okay. So for the wizards, yeah, against these guys, I think we got to do this. And we can do a little bit of that too, just to get some stopping power there. Looking great. All right. So then we can put some Chevys on these guys. Looking good. So how many marks have I used? 1, 2, 3. So I have 1 mark left. Okay. Got 1 mark left for the gods. And probably one of these is going to be useful, I think. Yeah, those guys are always really nice. All right. So aside from that, yeah, those guys are nice, so I probably want to whip those in instead. Then I lose out on a bit of mobility, but it's all good. Worth every penny. Okay, so then we can maybe get a couple of these for a little poke. Let's do some of this. And I think that like having 1 Bile Troll is probably just worth it in general, just because of their debuff aura. Even if it's not particularly like amazing against demons or anything, I think having it just for the debuff is quite good. Yeah, so we got that. The army looks pretty respectable to me now, so let's throw a couple of these in and do a little bit of this. Yeah, elite demonic infantry are like my biggest pain. I mean, it almost makes me want to bring a Bunacaster just so I can nail them with the Buna. Otherwise, how do I deal with like exalted demonettes and bloodletters and things like that? That's like for sure a big issue. But I think we'll be okay with this build. Maybe, maybe not. We're gonna give it a try. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. All right, we're loading in, baby. Let's do it. Disc Riders, I thought about it, but Screamers are really good against them. The Disc Riders, maybe if they had some other support, like some Furies with them, they could take on the Screamers efficiently, but Screamers tend to just dunk on the Disc Riders, so it's tricky. But my opponent, he's a top-tier player. He's very, very good, so he's going to be bringing something powerful here. He says he's a little bit rusty, but we'll get to the bottom of that. What's my favorite faction? Empire. Yeah, always. Empire's my favorite faction to play in tabletop, even though they're pretty bad. So right now I have 3 armies in tabletop. I have Warriors of Chaos, I have Tomb Kings, and I have Empire. I'm going to be starting a greenskin army maybe soon. I had a good buddy and a couple buddies, pals of mine, gift me some greenskin stuff, so I might start a little greenskin WoW. Like a Black Orc themed army would be fun. Hell yeah. Let's get it. All right, so just checking here. Reginald saying, hey. Let's see here. Okay, so just doing a little bit of admin work. You can't add folks back to Swiss. Oh, someone didn't check in. That's a shame. Sometimes it can screw up game. And then your opponent is there. Still no dice. All right, sorry guys, bear with me. Just doing this. Mr. Hill, let me know if they don't show and you will get a win. All right, so just doing a little bit of admin work here. Okay. Mr. Hill. Okay. So if I will fix after, I will drop them after my match. Stand by. All right, so the admin work has been officially done. We had a couple folks not check in correctly. A little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. So we're going to go with a Marauder Horseman Corps, obviously. It's stupid not to. So we're going to get one of these and one of these. All right, cool. We have the Severed Chads, because they're awesome and are going to be very, very, good, consistent magic damage. Although we need to make sure they don't get caught up against like super good quality infantry. Then we got Valkyrie the Bloody and a Nurgle Caster. The Nurgle Caster has Fleshy Abundance as well as Ranted Visitation. So it's potentially going to be there to nuke enemy characters, monsters, and or heal Valkyrie if she needs it. So that's going to be very fun. All right, guys, let's get it. Double checking here. Let's do that. Good luck, good luck. All right. Looking good, looking good. Let's party, man. Let's see what my opponent's got. He's got a little bit of a smaller army than me. So we're going to go up here and go up here. Oh, boy. Oh, I didn't even think of that. A great unclean one. Yeah, that's a little something, something, isn't it? Okay, so let's go like this. And let's call you in. Thankfully, I do have ample like throwing weapons. So I can do a little bit of poke there. We're going to go out here, and we're going to take Valkyrie up there and fly. Yeah, oh my god, he basically brought a Nurgle army. Okay, I'm a little bit nervous about this now. I don't know how well this is going to go. We're going to go try and steal all 3 objectives and get a nice objective lead here. But yeah, I need to get some big javelin firepower. And Valkyria is a pretty good fighter. We got what? Pink Horrors, a couple of units like this. All right, so let's take these guys around. Thankfully, like Severed Claw units don't really care about Mortis Engine effects. So that's pretty nice. So we're just going to javelin down these little Nurglings here. And in the meantime, we're just going to take some pot shots at the big man. Probably going to call in the Arwar Dragon Ogres. The Valkyria is good at like slowly wearing down such targets, but overall it's not like the best. Alright, so we get some javelin firepower in there, and we're going to send Valkyrie out there to go help a little bit. Our core army's coming up. We got this, and we've denied the objectives a little bit. Hey, thank you for the donation. This is going to be a hard one. I'm going to have to play this like it's an Nurgle matchup, basically. Yeah, I want to get this. He's got some Fiends coming in. I know this player is like one of the few Slaanesh enjoyers out there, so that's pretty cool to see that we get this Slaanesh representation. Bile Trolls, I don't hate the idea, actually, so let's get a couple Bile Trolls up there. Valkyria's going to help crumble some of these Nurglings. Let's pull these Horsemen back, do this, and maybe those little Popcorn Bandits will start crumbling here. In the meantime, we just got to watch out for the Great Unclean Chungus. He's going to be very scary. We do get a crumble on a Nurgling unit already. Valkyria, really proving her worth here. She's pretty good little fighter. Yeah, pretty good. All right, so we got those Nurglings. So we're just going to sit on the edge of the objective out here. And now we've gotten this one under control. So let's park you guys like so. Bile Trolls will be very good against some of the more elite infantry units. We can attack this Plague Bearer unit. Yes. Is it worth it? Probably not. Let's just like run back into the trees now and yield the objective. I think we've gotten enough free points off my opponent here that we can kind of chill out a little bit. So let's get Baron to the Bog. Let's get the Halberds over here. You guys here, and get the Rancid Boy right there. We just got to watch out for that fat Mortis Engine. That's going to be very, very frightening. All right, so our 2 horsemen, we want to pull them down and under now. My opponent's going to get their objective, and we get our own back objective eventually. This one's being pretty hotly contested. Let's get you guys here. You guys parked on the objective to maintain capture, and we want to make them come forward as far as possible. But yeah, pretty cool to already have picked off a Nurgling unit. You know, I'm not unhappy about that. So we can maybe take down the big Chungus. He's going to have to move up and fight me. I do have the Bile Trolls who've arrived, so they can help smash the Bloodletters and some of those other units. So now, what do we need to get? We need to get probably... Chaos Knights of Tzeentch are pretty rad here, but if he has Screamers, yeah, let's get some Chaos Knights out. We can send them up this way. The Chaos Knights will be traded very well into the Tzeentch ones especially, into a lot of his stuff. Uh-oh, we screwed up here. All right, let's get up on the point, get these guys up on the point, and get you guys on the point too, and we'll get you guys on the point. That should mitigate the capture. Yeah, there we go. All right. So a little bit of Daka on us there. We could get a Sleipnir. So we need to get Valkia. Let's see if we can get a Sleipnir target right like so. Oh, God, I hate when that happens. Oh, I had a perfect one and I screwed that up. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes you misclick it and it feels bad. All right, so where do we want to take the fight? Let's actually go over here. Let's pull these trolls back a little bit. Yeah, just get them away. And he's going to steal the objective here, probably. These Chaos Knights, where do I want to go with them? We'll just kind of keep them in the wings and figure it out. We have a little bit of a point situation, so let's move up ever so slightly. Encircle, pull the Chaos Knights down this way, pull the Bile Trolls this way, and then you guys can form ranks here. So he's going to get the objective, but we're going to do like a big rotation around this way. And let's call in one more horseman here, because they're going to be super useful for us, right? All right, so we're flanking this army. We see the Great Unclean Chungus coming in. Valkia can go after the Chungus right now. Just start trying to wear it down. It could be a mistake, but we'll have to find out. All right, so let's get the Bile Trolls in there to fight. We got the big man getting hit now, and the Chaos Knights on the edge need to go get on the Popcorn Bandits. And on the Popcorn Bandits, let's go ahead and get you guys moving in. And now we can get like all this Javelin firepower into here. And Valkia is hit. Let's go ahead and pop Demon Shield and see what kind of damage we can get on the big guy. If we can kill the big man, that's going to be really, really good. And now we get the Chaos Knights of Tzeentch in there, and they're going to start causing some problems. In the meantime, let's get you around. Yeah, maybe just call you into the front. We got the big boy going down here, and we can do a big overcasted fleshy to heal our entire blob here, which is nice. So we have like big healing too, right? But you can see the big man's getting popped pretty good. We're going to go after him with some Javelin Fire. Yeah, good. All right. Trolls are doing it. We got a big fleshy abundance on the team, so that's good. Let's go ahead and call in some hounds. Get them around the side. We are eating a lot of firepower there, but you can see the Great Unclean one's almost dead already, which is pretty big. So yeah, we got him down. That Javelin Fire is really nasty. And we have good sustained fighting here too. Let's get Valkia back. Let's do that. Okay, do we have enough for a Rancid? If I had a Rancid, I could kill him right now. Probably. Yeah, so we get the big man back. So he's out of the picture for now. Chaos Knights, let's retreat them back a little bit, get some charging. 2, and pull you back 2. And Valkia is going to be able to hopefully sustain here. So let's retreat. Get these guys around and pull back. All right, so we've gotten a lot of damage on the big man, and we did get a big amount of healing there too. So now I should be able to get a proper Sleipnir here. There we go. All right, that's going to be a lot better. And let's pull back here, get you guys and you guys down and under, and you guys can just kind of circle around the back. Hopefully do it. So that's going to be a lot of healing on that dude. But let's get this and get the Chaos Knights and do this and Javelin these guys down. Bile Trolls are going to get routed here. But we do have the Severed Claw, which is nice. The big dude is back. I think we need Summoners of Rage here. Mirrorgar would actually be quite good too. They're a very stalwart unit. So we got the Fiends a little bit overextended, so I'm hoping we can kind of drag those down. In the front, Severed Claw is doing well. The big man is forced out, which is good because that means no Mortis Engine on us, which is exactly what we're kind of looking for here. These little pinks have been quite a problem. Let's pull back and see if we can get out of range of those. In the meantime, let's get our dude over here, see if we can do a little bit of poke. And we do have a Rancid. I could Rancid him again. Valkia is getting beat up though, so I'm thinking I might need to support her a little bit. We're about to get these Fiends crumbling. But this is where he can potentially come back on value, right? If I'm not careful. So let's see if we can get some Javelin Fire in there. We do manage to clear out the flank units. Gotta save up for the Summoners of Rage, I think. Yeah, let's actually keep these horsemen over here. They seem to be doing pretty well. All right, so we've crumbled that. Let's go get back on the big dude. And Valkia, we need to get away. Our infantry are starting to look a little bit fickle. Okay, maybe call some Marauders in too. I think it's just got to be all hands on deck here. And the Chaos Knights can go around the outside. And let's see if we can get you and you. Perfect. All right, so Javelin Fire going into the big dude. But yeah, he's an elusive target for sure. Chaos Knights, we really don't want to get him Mortis Engined. And we have the Hounds too, so let's send the Hounds around the back as well. All right. So yeah, we're getting some good Javelin Fire into those Plague Toads. The big man is here. Valkia is back up in the sky. Severed Claws and a bit of a hard fight to those Exalted Demonettes. They are, so it's actually not a good fight for us. This is where it gets a little bit dodgy, right? Because his healing is very good. All right, so send you guys in. Valkia can go after the big Chungus. We'll see if we can take him down. Seekers of Slaanesh going to kill my Chaos Knights out there. We'll send in the Mirror Guard, and Valkia can just hunt the big dude. Yeah, we have Demon Shield here if need be, too. So, all right, Summoner's Rage time. This is, they're a very good unit here. They're very, very good. All right, so Marauders here. Chaos Knights unfortunately get broken. We can get a Rancid to try and snipe the big guy. I don't know if he'd be able to. Let's get you up in position just to be safe. And now let's do this and this, and we'll get the Marauders into the pinks, and we'll pop Demon Shield here. We're going to pop the Demon Shield, and we could do an Overcasted Rancid on him. If we can kill him, that's basically going to be probably GG, but it's easier said than done. Oh, we're out of ammo on these guys. Wow, okay. So we're actually out of ammunition straight up. So we get the Overcasted Rancid. We're giving him a little bit of Grandfather's Love. We got the Hounds around the back. Let's get these Trolls moving back up, and you Hounds and Trolls can go jump on the Seekers here. And you guys need to maybe just circle around the back. And where do we need the hammers? Okay, so he's almost straight up dead. He might end up crumbling here. If I can get Valkia away and jump on him, that's going to be pretty MLG. Let's see if we can lure, get you guys around the back to do that. And you guys can go ahead and rear charge here. Let's go around here. And yeah, he just barely lives. Yeah, the classic Nurgle. Nurgle action. All right, a couple Chaos Knights left. Let's unsummon them, get him back in the pool. I'm a little bit trapped up here. And he did get a big fleshy off, so yeah, he's gonna be okay. He's gonna hold. So we'll just keep javelining. Let's let Valkia fight those Plague Toads. It's actually not a bad fight. I've gotten a lot of damage, but his healing has probably been better than mine, so I think I'm actually behind a little bit right now. Let's pile you guys in. Let these Summoners of Rage keep fighting. They're soon gonna have a Chain Lightning, and Valkia hopefully can beat those Toads. All right, so for reinforcements, what do we even have to call in? I guess just trash Marauders, right? So we're just going to get some Marauder hordes to make their way in. We get a rear charge there and a bit of a surround. Summoners of Rage and Mirror Guard are fighting very well with the Severed Claw. The one upside for me is that his what's it called hasn't been really super impactful here. Yeah, we see Summoners of Rage also doing good damage against the demons. Toads are going to get crumbled here. And these guys are just eating shots. So I think we'll pull them back and get a heal on them in a moment. Yeah, his damn pinks, I can't like shut them down effectively because he's got like really nice battlefield control. All right. Let's get another Marauder there, do this. We're going to retreat you ever so slightly and hopefully get away just fine. Those are Exalted Demonettes, which are a big problem for me. Valkia survives. And let's get these Horsemen to go jump on the pinks, and we can take Valkia over there too, I'm thinking. So you guys get back. Let's see if we can win this fight. We do see Mirror Guard trading very well here. Let's take Summoners of Rage into these and into these. And are they still on fire? I don't believe so. No, they are on fire a little bit longer. Okay. No problem. So Valkia gets in, and she might need a heal too, but I kind of want to save it for other things. Yeah, I don't know. It's a tricky situation to be in. All right, so the Dragon Ogres are getting pounded by those units. Let's get some Hound units to come up and support. Get you guys charging into the back of those Exalted Demonettes. Come across here. And Valkia the Bloody is getting hit by the Blight Swarm. All right, let's get her out of there if we can. So the Exalted Demonettes are, yeah, still very meaty here. They're a problem. Let's get you guys charging in. Value's even, which is really bad for me. Very bad. Yeah, he's gotten a lot of healing this game. It's been a metric ton of healing. All right, let's recharge into the side of you. Let's charge in here. I mean, thankfully, we both have healing, so it's not like it's just one of us. Yeah, I've liked Valkia, though, so far this game. She's been pretty great. So the demons don't have a ton of stuff, but neither do I. We did get the Summoners of Rage healed up, and the Exalted Demonettes are getting nibbled down, so they're probably going to crumble here soon. We got Exalted Bloodletters here, too. You can see what I'm saying about these like elite demon units, right? Being very good against Warriors of Chaos. But I do pull a bit of a value lead, not as much as I would like. We get some cavalry coming back there. He's going to run out of ammo soon, which should help. Valkia could go after Toads, maybe. I need to keep these Summoners of Rage alive, so I think just applying all the heals to them is going to be the biggest thing. So are we going to start rotating on this one? Maybe. We get some skirmish units. Let's pull them up. And do I have any other units I can call in here? The Chaos Knights will be back soon. Points are pretty damn close. Points are pretty damn close here, so that's nice. Let's get Valkia to go help with the Fiends. And great, so we've broken that position. Summoners of Rage, where can they go? That is the Bringers of Beguilement. Wow, he's got a lot of good units here. He's got a whole bunch of good units. All right, so these guys get caught up a little bit. Let's pull them back. Let's get some Chaos Knights in there. Chaos Knights of Tzeentch will do some devastating damage here, but the game's getting very close. I need to do some housekeeping. Been a little bit sloppy with that, but it's all good. Okay, let's do this. Unsummon you guys. Thank you very much. And how's Valkia doing here? She's helping with the Bloodletters, but yeah, she's working against her own folk, I suppose. Let's go around the back like this and just charge in. Hopefully those guys plus this can do some damage. Let's do a Chain Lightning right there, and the Nurgle caster also needs to get busy. All right. So maybe the Marauder hordes will hold. That was a good Chain Lightning. That was actually very good. Wow, that did a whole bunch of damage. Let's get you guys javelining in. He's almost out of ammunition. And the Chaos Knights, we need to bring you up. Yeah, man, that Chain Lightning is doing work. Look at those RORs just getting dunked on right there. The big unclean one is finally engaging. I'm a little bit nervous to engage with Valkia since she's so damaged, but maybe I can just start javelining him down a little bit. Let's pull you back. Get these Chaos Knights around the side to just wreck these Plague Toads, and we are just barely hanging in there, team. We're barely hanging in there. I don't have enough power reserves for either of my spells. That feels bad. All right, Demon Shield. All right, Demon Shield's active. The big man's going to start getting it a little bit. Now, do I have any Vanguard call-ins? I do have some Horsemen. I'm just going to pay the premium for them. And the Chaos Knights do battle 2 Toad units, which is very ideal. That's extremely good for us. All right, let's get you guys going there. The Great Unclean one is getting a little bit worn down, but not as much as I would like. If I lose Valkia, I'd probably lose the game. So it sucks. Sucky. I love Valkia kind of. I thought she could fight the Great Unclean one a little bit better, but not quite. If like that could have been the blunder that maybe cost me, right? Because I'm starting to like pull ahead here a little bit. We're getting some capture weight on the objectives. Let's get you guys right here. Let's move under there. As long as Valkia just like escapes and doesn't die, I think we'll be okay. So let's get this and this. Start going after the big Chungus, and you guys can go over here and support the Chaos Knights. We've started to take over, but it is probably going to be a triple cap situation. It's going to be really close. If I can get this quickly, maybe not. Okay, so we got that. Let's get the Great Unclean one. Did we finally break their backs? Oh my goodness. Those Chaos Knights of Tzeentch holding like absolute chads. And the Summoners of Rage laying a bit of a whooping on those guys. Great. So the objective is flipped to us. Valkia is getting hunted. I need to try and save her if I can. Like take some hounds over there and see if we can keep Valkia from getting killed. Summoners of Rage are just laying a beat down here. We've got the objective and oh my god. So yeah, it is triple cap. It's just barely a triple cap, guys. That's really unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. But he's like seems pretty out of steam, so I think I have some time to work here. We're going to try and get the big dude. Just wear him down. Yeah, Valkia is getting hunted pretty hard. So let's go get the Baron to the Bog if we can. Keep javelining down this dude. All right. And Chaos Knights, how are they doing? Yeah, they're working on the Fiends of Slaanesh. He's trying to protect the big guy. Yeah, you guys just keep karate chopping here. Let's keep these horsemen going. Hounds are doing it. And, oh my god, he's so low. He's at 1200 HP. I'm going to have to, like, micro super sweaty here. All right. Go this way. And yes, okay, he's crumbling, which is really big, and then we can start working on this. So as long as we get the big man crumbling down, I think we have good chances. Okay, Valkia didn't die, which is outstanding. Looks like that was a Rancid Visitations. And what other units can we call in here? All right, so get some Marauders up here, have you guys start softening these up. And these Marauders need to come around the side. We need to start working on the back objective now, because unfortunately, yeah, he would win by 1 point, so it's a really, really dodgy situation here. All right, let's get Valkia off the map so we don't get wrecked there. Let's do some unsummons, and you guys start working here. Chaos Knights hanging like champs. We still have the Summoners of Rage just barely in there. Nurgle Caster. I think we have to keep winning the fight. I don't think we can like start Desperation playing yet for the triple cap. Send some warriors up. We have a long time, too. We have like a fairly long time here. All right, so let's get the Nurgle Caster. Let's do this. And keep kiting these guys back. Let the shields regenerate a little bit. Let's call you under. And you guys need to group up. Man, I can't believe I might lose by 1 point. That's really unfortunate. So come this way, team, and you guys rear charge in. All right, so let's get this horseman to go start poking this unit. We got Marauders heading up as well as warriors. So we need to just keep winning trades. If we can keep winning trades, that's going to be pretty massive here. So let's get all of our horsemen up on the point to make sure we don't lose it. And you come back on the point too. I think that should be enough cap weight to maintain it. Yeah, especially since we have a nice little surround right here. Let's get those Marauders up. And do I have anything speedy? Oh, God. So a really, really good match, though. This is a great match. Win or lose, I'm happy with this. Let's get Summoners of Rage coming in. Yeah, we're starting to kill a lot of the demons in that blob there. Those are Exalted Demonettes, if I'm not mistaken. So let's put these in guard mode. Keep throwing. Okay, the Marauders have almost arrived. We need some chaff units here ASAP. And as far as that back point goes, we now have the ROR, not ROR, but the fancy javelins. Yeah, because we got to start working on that. That's going to be really big. All right, Marauders, are you almost in? Chaos Knights of Tzeentch have proven to be pretty solid, but I'm kind of starting to lose the grind against the elite infantry right now. We need the Summoners of Rage back in. That Chain Lightning earlier was like the most clutch thing ever. It was super nice. All right, so let's start value trading here. Let's get you around the top of the objective. We're just going to kind of hang on the back of it here. Okay, Marauders have arrived. We got warriors arriving too. Oh, God, I can't believe it's going to be 1 point. Because we could hold this one with really, really sweaty micro. But yeah, we're going to have to yield it and just value trade now with the new circumstances. All right, so we'll keep javelining these guys down. Let's get you guys in. Circle around the top. He's got bloodletters coming in. Move you guys here and here. And what else can we get? Can we call on anything cool? I think another Chaos Knight unit would be good in this build. But this is a really close game. Yeah, Horsemen have always been a staple of Warriors Chaos. They're very good. All right, Seekers is Slanesh. Let's pull back. We're going to lose the point. Yeah, the Warriors will arrive, but it's going to be too little too late. Yeah, he would have won on the points anyways. Damn shame. Damn, dude. Oh, because I wouldn't have had to call in Horsemen to try and backcap. That is a rough one. All right, Nurgle character. Let's get you in here. Let's circle around the bottom. We got the Chaos Knights doing work. We're slowly going to value trade here, like if we had more time, but we don't. Yeah, we don't. We let the middle sit for too long. So Baron to the Bog. Bog with the Bog. But Valkia was good. I like Valkia for the assassinating. Really good battle. That was a great battle. I should cast that one separately. That was really, really good. Yeah, Great Unclean One. We almost killed him early. That would have been a quick GG, but we didn't. He did a good job keeping it alive. Great Unclean One held to 1,000 value, though. No Mortis Engineing. Valkia 1,700, to be expected. Horsemen did really good, but they were summoned multiple times. So it's not really a good comparison. Bile Trolls, Chaos Knights of Tzeentch did good. Summoners of Rage did good. It was just a great game all around. GG, dude. Very well played. All right, let's check it out. Yeah. Damn, dude. That was so close. Archaon? Oh, man. Archaon is okay. But the problem is if they go with the sniping build, Archie can get his butt kicked. I should have just been a Chad and brought Kolek with healing. That was my true beta play. Was not bringing the big Kolek. He would have been sweet. It's a really cool matchup. No, that one's very fun. All right, so now if we want to make top 4, we got to just sweep the rest of our games. It was very, my opponent's like, that was really scrappy. I'm like, it was literally a 1-point game. 1 point. All right, I think this build could use Forsaken. No, Forsaken would be pretty bad here because Forsaken get dunked on by Demonettes and by Bloodletters super hard. I think the Bile Troll, we cut that. There's plenty of Lord options too. I mean, you could go, I almost went with the Demon Prince of Nurgle actually. But you could go like a cheap Kolek actually. You just do this and bring Lord of the Storm and then you just cut this. Honestly, I don't think that would be terrible because he can beat the Toads and some other units, and with healing, he will bully that Great Unclean One. No joke. I legit think that Kolek would have been good there. I should have done it. I shouldn't have chickened out. I was too nervous about it. Skaven are okay. They're in a bit of a lower position. Yeah, man. It was tight. He's saying you almost GG'd me by killing the Great Unclean One. I know, I almost got it. All right. So let's check here. Let's see how we're looking for the tournament. Just got a little bit of admin to work. Any luck? Okay, so I need to drop somebody who didn't show up. Yeah, rats are a little bit difficult. Gotta claim some beards as High Elves versus that. Oh, you're playing High Elves, Hadries? No way. You're playing High Elves today? Oh, I'd love to see that. All right, so let me tell my opponent to report the score. And then, who is this gentleman playing? So he is playing against Mr. Hill. Okay. So we dropped that player. Yeah, Demonettes and Bloodletters outtrade normal Chaos Warriors, yes, but normal Chaos Warriors are much tankier, so at least they'll hold and allow your other things to do better. The Forsakens will die so quickly that their high damage isn't really going to come into play, in my opinion. Demon buffs go hard. Tzeentch Knights. Yeah, I had a Tzeentch Knight. He was a big performer for me. He did very, very well. The magic damage, the sustained fighting, all that was really good for him. Okay. There you go. And let's see what we got next. Yeah, pretty quick round here. I'm pretty sure we're just about fully done. Now there's a couple matches to finish down here. Let's go see who's still playing. Yeah, Kolek could have been fun. When I played this matchup recently, my opponent was like really trying to snipe. It was like they were using Rented and like trying to snipe my Lord. Yeah, Skaven do have a lot of meme units. They do. They do. They're not the best in the world. But Skaven, I mean, we had them reach top 4 a couple times in the past couple weeks. We had Charix. Charix was able to get Skaven to top 4 and do very well with them. Do very, very well. Yeah, Horsemasters are great. All the Horsemen in general are good. They're an absolute staple. An absolute staple. There's always one match holding up the tourney. Yeah, well, you know, you get 30, 40, 50 people in an event. There's going to be extenuating circumstances, IRL stuff that comes up. On top of people picking slow and having bad internet. We're pretty close, though. We have 3 games wrapping up now. Scrambled Egg and Penguin, and Hitman, Hippo, and Catholic. Hardboiled and Musaka, and that is pretty much it. So, did the dreaded Professor Pone win his first game? Let's find out. I don't know. It's going to be fun to see who makes it here today, because, you know, normally it's like Kislev who makes it to the top and just ends up winning, but today they are banned, so we're not gonna have to worry about that. Let's take a look at the stats real quick, by the way, too. See how everything's looking there. So Kislev is number 1. I mean, they got a very light slap on the wrist. They got nerfed a little bit, but it honestly was nowhere near enough. So they're still the strongest faction, it would appear, according to the stats. 72% win rate is pretty unhealthy. Chaos Demons are really... So here's the thing, guys. Chaos Demons got a bunch of... Hey, Beer, you won against the dreaded Pone. Nice, dude. Nice. Well played. But yeah, Chaos Demons got some big buffs too. They got leadership buffs on like all their core infantry. So Bloodletters, Demonettes, Plague Bearers, if I'm not mistaken, all got leadership buffs. So that's a huge buff for Demons of Chaos. And that's why they've been doing better. Empire is very strong. Empire's like borderline okay. If you nerf landships and fix Elspeth's breath attack, and maybe give Hawklands like a 50 gold increase, I think Empire's going to be like a 55% win rate faction, and we won't need to restrict them in SFTs anymore. So I'm hoping CA will get that done. Tzeentch is only at 56% because of the Soul Grinders being extremely broken. So there was like 4 or 5 tournaments in a row where we were having Tzeentch players win pretty consistently just because of the Soul Grinder cheese. So without Soul Grinders being OP, Tzeentch would be a very fair faction too. A very fair faction. Slanesh looking good, Beastmen looking good. Like if you're around 50%, dude, you're like everything between like 45, you know, kind of this range. Oh, Vampire Coast actually 10 and 13. That's probably because of Scrambled Egg Special. He's probably doing something nasty. Yeah. Vampire counts coming up. Warriors of Chaos at 40%. Cool to see it. I need to do well today to carry them. Weird to see Grand Cathay so low. I feel like they don't belong there. Greenskins also being this low. Here's the thing. Greenskins are low because all the good sweaty players who used to play them have abandoned them. And now you're seeing players who aren't experienced or aren't as skilled playing them, is my opinion. Because like when they got nerfed a tiny bit, all the sweats basically just abandoned the Greenskins. Yeah, I think that's the large contributing factor. Yeah. Greenskins are totally fine. It's just good people aren't playing them. Good players aren't playing them anymore. So you're getting like beginners and newer players, you know, giving them a try. All right, let me check here. I'm getting tagged. I don't even know how to announce my own stream. Quite an idiot. Thank you, Frost. Frost taking care of it. I almost played Greenskins today. I wanted to bring some like Doom Diver catapults and get real crazy, you know? Yeah, I thought that would be kind of fun. All right, so let me check in here and see how we're looking. Our game was pretty long too, and we started, no, not super late. Was Norska ever meta to begin with? Yeah, Norska was meta for sure for a while. They're still a good faction. Norska's really steady unga bunga. You just have good quality infantry, good monstrous fighters. You know, it's what's not to like. Yeah. That's the same problem for Norska at the moment. I would say so, Decay. Yeah, I think Norska is still a very competitive faction. Yeah, so we got Hardboiled. What time did we start at? We started at 1... so we started at 1:20, so the players technically have another 10 minutes. 9 minutes, actually. Yeah, until the round timer goes off, and then I'm just going to give them a draw. Yeah, it's wild. That's one thing about Total War. If we didn't have peer-to-peer connections, that'd be so sweet. I don't think that'll ever happen for Warhammer 3, but I think future titles, if CA does like a 40k game that would have the same capabilities of multiplayer as this one, I think that we could get servers for that. Because 40k would be, I mean, Warhammer 3 is already a massive game, right? It's got a big player base, but if you get 40k in there, it's going to be way bigger. Because though Warhammer Fantasy is popular, 40k is just a colossus. It's like a pretty mainstream thing. You know, even people who aren't really into nerd subcultures know what Warhammer 40k is. Some do, at least. Yeah. I actually won my first noob tournament as the Dwarves. Hell yeah, dude. Congrats. Beards and belts, man. Well played. Okay. See, April Fools pulls one. Just a Norskin chieftain with a tail. That's funny. Yeah. Started playing this game series so I can knock these numbers even lower. That's the plan, dude. Yeah, I think a 40k game could get dedicated servers. Just if not just for multiplayer campaigns, right, and all that. Is it too much to hope that CA would even make a new engine for 40k? I think they would. I mean, they would probably take elements of this engine as well. But yeah, I think we could see a new engine. Okay, so the players have another 7 minutes to finish their games. Okay. So 7-minute warning. And then the other player here is who? That is going to be Musaka. Are you in chat? I could have sworn I just saw you. Did you report your score for your game, or am I crazy? 40k does have Tau, so it'd be OP. Tau probably would be OP. It'd be like if you think that, you know, draw kiting is tough in is tough in quick battles here. In 40k, imagine being draw kited by a bunch of Tau. They're just like flying with their mech suits that have like 100 speed and have fly, and they can just fly in circles. What do you guys? I always wondered what your opinions are. There's some things that, like, I come from more of a traditional RTS background myself. So mechanics like missile dodging, you know, like, would you guys like to see missile dodging be as prominent, like in a 40k game? It kind of seems a little bit funny to me that, like, you could grab like an SE on foot, right? You could get like a Space Marine captain and run in like a serpentine pattern and dodge like a super advanced, you know, plasma weaponry being shot at you. You could like dodge it by zigzagging. I mean, I guess a little bit is fine, but yeah, I don't know. Like missile dodging in fantasy, okay, it's a bow and arrow, it's flying from a long distance. It makes a little bit of sense with these like big flying agile monsters, like flying through the air like a bird-like creature. But in terms of like in a Space Marine setting with like advanced rapid weaponry, like, I don't know. Like, the game would be a lot more consistent, but missile units might be OP, right? If you couldn't dodge them. I don't know. I'm curious about that. In 40k, all the shots should go at a Fireglade blunderbuss speeds. Yeah. Yeah, but it is also like missile dodging is a bit of skill expression in a way too in this game. You know, there's like, I think it can be really haggard at times, but yeah, bullets come at you way too fast. Yeah, I agree. I think it should be more rooted in the armor and durability of the unit. Maybe like really fast factions like Eldar or something can get like some sort of a special agility where they're like super quick. I don't know how they would do that. I know you can dodge bullets on this, but it's much harder than dodging bows. Yeah. Due to projectile speed, it should be a lot harder to do. Yeah. Yeah, unless you're Eldar, they can actually dodge bolter shells. Yeah, the Eldar have their, you know, their toughness, their low toughness, so they have to be able to dodge bullets a little bit. Imagine all this 40k Total War hype only for them to release Dawn of War 4. I mean, dude, if Dawn of War 4 was done well and it was really good, I would be super hyped for that. I enjoy the older Dawn of War games. They were really good. Dawn of War 2, when Pone and I were playing that and having some streams, that was a blast. That was an absolutely good time. Dodge the plasma gun easy, yeah. All right, so how are we going to do this? They got 4 minutes left. Okay. One of the players had to take a work call, so I guess they said if they go over time just to give Penguin the win. Yes. When are you ready for, when you're ready, you won't, yeah, I suppose not. AdMech would be fun, yeah, the Mars attacks robots. I wonder if the 40, because in tabletop 40k, if you don't have good terrain, it's like it's just the most imbalanced game ever. You have to have good terrain or else all the melee just gets dumped on. Like, I wonder how that would work in this game, right? Are the battle maps going to be more like ruined cities? How is that going to affect shooting? You know, all this kind of stuff, right? Like, what if you're on a big open map in 40k and you're just getting shelled to pieces as like world eaters, right? You're having to charge across the fire. I don't know. It's going to be really interesting to see how they do it, because you know they're going to do 40k. Yeah. Declare for Jean. Yeah, Arena. Yeah, play Jean d'Arc today. Child in me was an Eldar main. Mature man grew up into being an Imperial Guard main. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Imperial Guard are awesome. The empire of 40k. Oh, they're cutting it mighty close here. They got 3 minutes left. 3 minutes left. Entire attorney waiting for work. Well, technically, Reginald, they're still within the timer of the round, so that's why we're giving them a little bit of lenience. But they have 3 minutes left. If they don't finish by 2:05 p.m. my time, we just advance. Yeah. It'll be 160 guardsmen in a square formation, having line of sight issues. Yeah. Yeah. Oh no! Imagine having terrain be important. It is. Well, in our domination, terrain is a big variable. It's huge. There's a ton of terrain in domination mode that is a huge, like, meta-defining variables. Whereas in land battle, it's not really the case. Land battle maps are more open typically to keep players from abusing the terrain and attacking rules and things like that. At least it used to be. I don't know what it's like now. Just want to say your warm videos have been. Hey, I'm glad you've been enjoying the videos. Yeah. All right. So they got 2 minutes left. Come on, guys. I believe in you. You can do it. Put your back into it. 1.5 minutes. It's the longest 1.5 minutes we've ever had. I started so late, so I just used my build from the last game I played. Yeah. I thought about playing Vampire Counts today. Vampire Counts can beat a lot of the Chaos factions. That's one thing about them. The Vampire Counts can take on, like, Nurgle. They can take on Khorne. They can take on Warriors of Chaos. And they're favored in a lot of these matchups, actually. Yeah. You believe in a thing called love? Well, me too, dude. Me too. Be interesting to see how CP strats would work in 40k Total War. There wouldn't be a thing. Okay, how they would be executed is, you know how when you're playing like Nurgle or whatever, and you have your army abilities on the side, each faction would have a couple of those. So like, you know, Space Marines could build up, you know, each of them would have like a building resource system, right? So Imperial Guard, maybe they get like points for every like artillery impact they make or whatever. I don't know, something like that. Khorne, for every unit that dies on the battlefield, the World Eaters would build up like a frenzy charge or whatever, you know, like a blood tithe, you know, something like that. It would work like that. It'd be like a call-in ability on the side of the board. Just like Ogres have, Khorne has, Slaanesh, all those bad boys. So, all right, so time is up. Yep. So that is going to be the round here. So let me message him. Scrambled egg. Round time is over. Advancing to next round. Okay, so I need them to give the score here. Let's find it. I'm just messaging the players. Who is he playing against? All right. So that was this matchup here. I am giving. All right. So Blood Penguin's going to get the dub here. And we'll move on to the next round. I just have to update it on the back end of the website, so please give me a minute, and we'll start the next round promptly. Seeing if they finished. Come on. Give me the response. Type it out. I can see you typing. Come on, baby. All right, so let's support this. Come on, man. Total Tavern can definitely bog down sometimes when you try and open up matches. Oh, come on. Come on, give it to me. Don't crash the website. Oh, okay, there we got it. Okay, so player one is going to be you, and score reported, and all right, very good. I got it reported. They came close to finishing, but not quite. So, you know, you're going to have to get the L here. Okay, so the score is updating, and I'll be advancing to the next round here in about 30 seconds. Leagues of Votann. Leagues of Votann would be like Chaos Dwarves. They would be something that gets added way later on, in my opinion. Way later on, yeah. I think it would be, you know, you would have Black Legion be one of the starting armies, Chaos Space Marines. You would have, you know, Ultramarines. Those would for sure be in there. You probably have Necrons. Or Necrons could be like one of the first DLCs, I bet. Yeah, you would have like an Eldar faction. Orcs, I could see Orcs being a starter faction too. Like maybe, yeah, Space Marines would 100% have to be the starter though. You have to have the poster boys on there, right? Yeah, you have to. Would you like an Age of Sigmar Total War? Not really. I don't like the Age of Sigmar setting. Yeah, not a big enjoyer of it. All right, sorry, this is taking longer. Okay, did it work? Let me see if that works. Come on. Come on, baby. Give it to me. I might need to tell them to report the score. Can you report? Sorry, guys. A little bit of a website hiccup here. All right. Come on, show me the brackets. Oh, God, please tell me you didn't screw up the brackets. Okay, no, we're fine. All right, so now we're going to advance to the next round. Let's advance. And here we go. Yeah, for me to enjoy a game, I have to kind of like the setting. And I just don't like the Age of Sigmar setting myself. I tried to get into it. I gave it a chance. Just didn't tickle my pickle. The game isn't bad. You know, the game can be fun. I have some criticisms of it, but honestly, for what it is, it's reasonably fun. Isn't there rumors of them? The one thing that might pull me into it would be if they made a Chaos Dwarf faction. That would be, and I know there's been a lot of rumors of it. Chaos Dwarfs getting added and all that to Age of Sigmar, because they got a warband and they're mentioned in like a bunch of the books. Like the Chaos Dwarves get mentioned in the most recent Greenskin book they did. The not Greenskins, but the Cruel Boys. They get mentioned in there as well. So, you know, I was thinking maybe there's a little something there. All right. The Warcry bands are good for using as marauders. Yeah, for sure. There's like Age of Sigmar has a ton of really nice models that make for good fantasy models. You can just use them as fantasy, you know, characters and models and all that stuff. Yeah, 40K is a bit tricky in terms of it's hard for Games Workshop to balance their game. All right. Because the way they do the codexes, next round is live. All right. So the way they do the codexes, like trickling them out. So like half the factions will have a codex and the other ones just are on some like crappy index that's like half is developed. It's a really tough system in my opinion. All right. So we got our opponent here and the map is going to be what? Okay, Professor Pone with the dreaded buy round. Get wrecked, dude. That means you get to watch and hang out. So we're going to be on Crystal Lake. I don't remember this map super well. We play it a little bit. Here we are. And let's get it. Where can you check the rules for the tournaments? TotalTavern.com, yeah. You go on Total Tavern. And you can read all that. You think Wood Elves are just underpowered? No, Wood Elves are hard to play. That's Wood Elves are just a hard faction to play, in my opinion. Yeah. Tricksy hobbitses, to say the least. Is multiplayer going to ban Space Marines in all tourneys? Because you know they're going to be OP? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they will be. Ladies hate Cool Paul. That's funny. Okay. So what is he playing? Is he going to play Bretonia? Let's find out what they're playing. All right, let's see what he's playing. Who are you on? I think he's on Bretonia, but that's also the default faction, so I'm not sure. I am not sure. Oh, Skaven. Okay. So we got the blessed Skaven. Let's see if we can show these rats what's up. All right. So we're going to be hunting some rats here today. The rat hunting begins. Unleash the Skaven. Now, what other things would be really disruptive against Skaven? I feel like we got to like have definitely at least a couple of those. You think Wood Elves are hard to play because they're very micro heavy and they're also very squishy. So like you can't really afford to make a ton of mistakes with Skaven, or else you can pay the price. You for sure can. I should have just gone Toad Dragons only today. That would have been a good idea. Only Toad Dragons. All right, so let's do this. Let's get that maybe. Get that. Okay. So far, so good with the old army here. And then in the back, I want to throw in one of these just for the memes. Yeah, that could be a fun thing to just mix in there. And we'll get you as well. So let's get this and this. It's always nice to have. All right, now as far as monsters go, we probably want to get some monsters in here. All right. Sever, like, Aspiring Champions are actually surprisingly good against Skaven on foot. Could have a couple of those bad boys in there, bumping and grinding. Severed Claw would be feasible against Rat Ogres. Yeah. We have a rat problem, dude. Beastman Frontline to show chaos. Oh man, so I played. I had some really fun tabletop games this last weekend. Me and Subutai, who I know in real life, we met up and played. We had some fun matches. We had some really fun matches. It was my Warriors of Chaos versus Beastmen. Beastmen and Walk are both really good. Really good factions. Yeah, I think 3 of those is going to be enough for now. And let's go ahead and see where we can cut some money. I think that's all right. Looking good. Zeem seems to be losing in the screen blocker. Yeah, my wife drew the screen blocker. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Do we want trolls against Skaven? I don't know if we really need that. I don't know if we do. As much as I want to find an excuse to bring Rot Knights, I don't think it's going to be in this matchup. Giants aren't very good against Skaven either. They have all their little slingers and, you know, can do some nasty work. Crystal Lake here. Yeah, Severed Claw aren't bad also. I don't hate the Severed Claw. The Severed Rat Claw hopefully would be the situation here. So this is like a cross map. It's like Itza. I make sure there's no admin stuff to go on. All right, cool. So we're just picking our army away. I want any trolls here. I think I like 1 armored troll just for some mass. In case your opponent memes and goes like hard into like Doom Wheels or some ridiculous shit like that isn't terrible. You know, you never know. People are crazy, man. And we'll get you. All right. Yeah, I think I'm ready. I got my build together. This is like an old school style of play against Skaven. Yeah, old school. Toad Dragon, you can't. Unfortunately, it's not on my roster. Yeah, it's on the extended roster, which obviously is for campaign, so you're not allowed to use those in tournaments, the extended roster. Yeah, you're not. You're going to pay the price. Yeah, so this matchup's pretty straightforward. It always kind of has been. You just kind of swarm them. Overwhelm the rats. Double Manticore. Manticores are better in reserve, in my opinion. But yeah, you always bring Manticores against Skaven. They're just cheap terror-causing monsters. Yeah. Cheap terror-causing monsters. 10th 40k is not a good experience. I agree, yeah. So I started playing 40k at the end of 7th. The very end of 7th edition, but I really got into it in 8th edition. And 8th edition had its problems, but I had a really good time with it. 9th edition, I also had a good time. 10th, the games I played in 10th of 40k, I really don't enjoy. I haven't had too good of a time playing 10th 40k. Old World, I have fun just about every single game. I'm loving Old World so far. The games are really fast. If you're playing with somebody who knows what they're doing, you can honestly get games done in like an hour and a half to 2 hours. If you and your opponent both know your army's rules, it's really quick. And the battles are fun and flavorful. And I found that there's a lot of close games. Shooting is good in certain situations in Old World, but it's not oppressive, you know, which I like. So you get more into the nitty gritty of like positioning and flanking. It's a really fun. Honestly, Old World is some of the most fun I've had. Oh man, well, Aaron, you're playing cows today? Yeah, I lost my first game. It was a really close match. So my odds of making top 4 are not the best, but I'll do my best to meet you in the finals. Yeah, maybe we'll meet somewhere along the way. But yeah, we had a really good game. First game, I was able to win with good magic, and then second game, he had some good adjustments and was a little bit more aggressive, and he was able to win the second game. I was using a Zinch list, so I was using a lot of magic missiles in Old World, and using like a couple Gorby's chariots with a giant, and he was using like a Minotaur build, so it had like a Doom Bull as its lore. Doom Bull is really strong. It's really strong. Yeah. Have you tried any non-Games Workshop mini games? I haven't played too many. No. I haven't played too many. Really, in terms of tabletop stuff, it's Magic the Gathering, Commander, and 40k, and then my first foray into tabletop wargaming was Games Workshop stuff. So yeah, 10th edition is focused on one rule per army, and everyone has exploding sixes. That's it. Yeah. I liked 8th edition though. I did. When Death Guard first came out, that was so hyped. I remember like painting up 80 Poxwalkers for tabletop and just marching a horde of zombies across the table and resurrecting them as they killed things. It was like some of the most fun I had in 40k. Good luck to you, Subutai. Good luck, man. Good luck, Aaron. 7th and 8th fantasy was pretty nice. Hey, I've heard mixed things. I would like them to tone in Old World to tone down like really powerful monster characters. I think that would be nice. Monsters are fine in Old World, but when you mount a character on a really good monster, like a Chaos Dragon or a Star Dragon, I think it becomes a little bit problematic. Alright. So here's what we got. We got a Legion of Marauders, because obviously they trade pretty darn well here. We're going to get Forsaken flank through the woods, so they're going to scream through the top. Just run through the tree line. They're very quick, very fast, very furious. We got Sigvald. He's so hot right now. And we do also have an Exalted Hero, because he has an item called the Doom Totem, which is really nice. Alright, so let's do this. Get the Armored Trolls here. And then we got our Horseman Blob, which is just going to go ninja cap some objectives, or at least try to, and you guys are here. I haven't heard of that, Bengal. No, I haven't heard of that. No. Do you reckon CA might do Lord of the Rings Total War? I think it could happen. I do. I think 40K is more likely, since they already have a working relationship with Games Workshop. You know, all the connections have been made. They know each other. They trust each other, I hope. So I think that's more likely. Although the Tolkien estate, now that, you know, Tolkien's son had passed, I'm pretty sure they're just giving away the IP like candy. So yeah. This is Crystal Lake, right? Yes, this is Crystal Lake. It's kind of like an Itza type map. Good luck, have fun. All right, good luck to you, Slim. Let's have some fun, dude. All right, so we're going to move up. And we're going to move up. Get you through the trees. Oh, he's got Throt? Oh, I love it. Throt's cool. Throt's a pretty good little fighter. He ain't no joke. And it looks like there's going to be some Deathglow Bombardiers, so I need to get Sigvald on those 100%. We're going to do that. And Throt is going to roll up. Rolling, rolling, rolling. He's going to try and get there. So we get one objective. Skaven, what they usually do is they use gutter runners here to grab the objectives out of the gates. Yeah, it's a good idea. And we got these two Forsaken. They're going to take a while to get there. So I think we're just going to beeline them across. Yeah, unfortunately, they're going to get pretty tired here. But we are going to get a couple objectives. And if he wants to contest it, he's going to have to get some javelins to the face here. Let's get our caster away. And for the call-ins, what do we want to call in? We mostly have... We could get a Manticore. Ooh, Throt just ate a bunch of javelin fire to the face. Oh, but he summoned some Rat Ogres on me. That's kind of a cute play. I don't know if it's worth the damage he took, but at the end of the day, it's still kind of cool. He routed a horseman immediately, right? So, hey, good on him. All right, so aside from that, let's go ahead and get some of you guys and do this and go around the outside. All right, so we're moving on up. We're moving for a groovin'. We'll get these Marauders up, and you guys go here. Firecaster's going to be there. We'll get the Forsaken coming around the top. And the Horsemen got punished pretty badly, but they've all rallied. So these are just Rout Ogre summons, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're a summon unit. All right, let's get Sigvald and company. Let's go get on the Globadiers. Let's pull you back and pull you back. Try and stay away from the globes. And oh, okay, it looks like there's some triads there. All right, so we gotta stay back here. So we're gonna go ahead and get another one of these. We're gonna go like right up on the side there and see if we can juke. All right, so character needs to get back. He's getting hunted by Throt, the Unclean. Get you guys over the top, and we need to get you guys onto the Deathglow Bombardiers, who are just currently doing just a ton of damage, And all right, so caster, let's get him back to the Shadow Realm here. We get you around the side, and then you back up the middle here. So we're going to try a little 2-on-1 action and just keep kind of pulling Throt through. Great, so we've gotten onto the Globadiers. We just need Sigvald to get on those while we push into the back. So let's get one of you to flank here and the other one of you to go up this way. All right, so have we gotten on here? Not quite yet. We need to work our way through. We might be able to get onto those Rattling Gunners. We're going to try. And it looks like we do close the distance. Outstanding. So let's get another Hound unit. Pull that Hound unit over here. Get these Marauders in there. And keep the fighting going. Forsaken have collapsed, and our character is very much alive. And Throt the Unclean, we need to just javelin him down. And now it's time for some Burning Heads of the Gods. So we're going to go ahead and do on the right like so. That's going to hit a bunch of stuff and hopefully do some damage. He shuts down our weapon teams pretty well. We are doing well in value, though, with Throt being kind of caught up like this. That's really good. Burning Head doing work there, and Forsaken are going to try... You know, let's just close the gap here. Yeah, let's just close that and get in there. We're going to weasel through here now. Try and get on those. How are the Marauders fighting? Let's unsummon some of these guys. And now we can call in a Manticore just to come help out with Throt. I think that's going to be a good idea. So Throt's getting hunted, so we're going to just kind of follow him and javelin him. Let's get some Trolls moving up. We do manage to get a full surround on the Death Globes, which is nice. And we got Hound units creeping. Those are Warp Block Jezzails. Let's go get the Catapults offline if we can. I have to say, my opponent did an excellent job of defending that flank over there. But we do rout Throt, which is really bad for him. He's going to potentially just suffer the Troll Toll here pretty hard. So we're just going to chase him off and make sure he can't come back. That's going to be very important here. Let's do some unsummoning. Sigvald is still grinding here, and the Hound units do get caught by Wolf Rats, which is to be expected. But the Skaven leadership is going to be a colossal issue. I have to say I'm impressed, though, with his defenses. Like, he did not not go quietly in that regard. Let's go ahead and battle here with our doggos on doggos. Are we going to get Throt off the battlefield? We might. We need to continue the chase here. We'll get the Manticore back here to support, and now you guys can come in. Let's bash these ogres down. Let's bash you guys. Move up, and let's pull one Forsaken back. Move you this way. And are we going to get Throt? Oh, he's going to potentially run rally here. Let's do a Burning Head just to try and keep him away. Because if it touches him, then he's going to probably rout off again. Ah, shit. All right, so he came back. That's really not good for us. So we need to get you guys to save our caster now. Yeah, we blundered that. I should have been like more persistent about that. I should have. Yeah, but it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get some Slanesh Cavalry out. Let's get these Speedy Cav to come and push here. Throt is back, and he's going to get my caster, but let's get that Manticore over there to help out a little bit. We have gotten on to most of the weapon teams, so we need to get you, go down this way, and we have our Slaneshi caster who's going to help. How are the Horsemen doing? Yeah, they're fighting pretty hard. We're going to need to get away now, though. We do have the Manticore coming, and it's going to be... Oh, we're right on one of his spawn zones. Yeah, the Skaven have their little infestation right there. All right. So that would explain that. All right, so Forsaken, let's get you guys on the Teethbreakers here, and Sigvald, you can come back to the point here. We have Marauders hanging out, and you're going to keep waddling this way. Globadiers have returned. Sigvald can go shut them down, and the Manticore is going after Throt. If we can get him here, that's going to be pretty good. All right, he's potentially going to break. We'll have to see. And we need to reinforce our points, I think. Yeah, so you guys have cleaned up here. Let's move this way. We've gotten back onto the artillery, but he did call in some goodies to take care of that. I think Throt the Unclean is going to be paying the troll toll here soon. So let's get some aspiring champions to come up and just secure this point. I think that's going to be nice. Marauders into you. Forsaken back here. Let's get on this. And you guys get onto the Teethbreakers here, and you guys get onto those. Old Sigvald, he's going hard. He is. Throt is almost off the battlefield. He's like almost gone. He's in some danger. What do we have back here? We have our Firecaster. Good. So our Firecaster is back. We can get him back onto the battlefield and hopefully survive here. Middle's looking a little bit dodgy, actually. We might need to get old Sigvald back there. Let's go get Sigvald on top of the catapult. And we get Throt. Come on, Manticore. Come on. Come on. You need to get him. We need it. We need it precious. So the Marauders have lost that point. That's not good. So we need to get some chaff up there, probably. Going to pay the premium just to get them a little bit quicker. Let's go up here. And it looks like some of them are coming over there. Okay, we can't quite kill Throt. He keeps eluding us. He's shaken. But he's hanging in there like an absolute champion. We're going to have Sigvald kill that catapult crew. And now I feel like we're in a bit of a precarious position. Yeah, he's wavering. Let's get the Manticore to dive here. If we can get the Skaven leadership in trouble, then I think we're going to be golden. Catapult's almost offline. Marauders keep fighting here. Character keeps fighting here. Let's do this. And is he almost broken? Oh my god, he's at -9. Please break. We really need that at this point. All right, so let's get all the crew to head over there. Points are close, so we actually have to... Those are Death Runners, so Death Runners will not like fighting trolls, that's for sure. Sigvald has almost got the catapult down, does he? Not quite. Okay, he's trying his best, you know, give Sigvald a break. Let's get some Forsaken coming up. They have really good shock damage, and we did get him off. Okay, so that's big. And our caster died. So we made a lot of mistakes chasing there. That potentially may cost us the game, but we'll have to see. We got a lot of Death Runners up on the objective. Sigvald has almost got this catapults offline, and then he can move on to the Jezzails after that. Okay, catapults offline, so let's go get on the Jezzails. We got the Death Runners going here, and you guys in the meantime just sweep that way, and we can get some Ninja Hounds up the side of the map to push, like so, and go hunt down these weapons teams. And then the Skaven leadership is going to become a problem, probably. I'm hoping. Let's get the aspiring character in there. Marauders up here. Little rats are going to ninja that side point. Let's call the Manticore in, and these Forsaken can go reclaim that point. Should be A-okay. All right, Sigvald, you're going to get here. We're going to get you guys on this. And we got some Marauders there to go jump on the Ixchis Triads. Let's run up this way and see if we can get on the Teethbreakers. So we're going to go like hug the edge of the map here a little bit. Let's get some more Marauders. I think we just infantry spam here to clear him out. It's a good fight, though. Really good fight. He's playing incredibly well. And let's come here. Get the Manticore to terror out. With his Lord being dead, it's going to be a really, really tricky one for him. Sigvald has been causing a lot of destruction, a lot of misdirection. All right, let's get on these Death Runners and call you guys in. Death Runners, I don't know how they'll do against the Forsaken. I actually don't. Let's call in some Hounds to make sure we win that fight. Yeah, and I think the Manticore will terror out them. You can see the Skaven leadership with Throt having died is very good for us. We do get Hounds onto the Rattling Gunners over there to shut them down, which is good. So then we just hunker down on our 2 points, basically. Yeah, great. So we got those guys routed. Let's get the Forsaken up on the point, call the Manticore in, and you guys go this way. Yeah, very good Skaven player, very good. Skaven can do well, too. They're not, you know, they got some tricks, especially on big open maps like this. They can really Gatling gun you down pretty well. Okay, Sigvald's now fighting some Rout Ogres. We'll get you onto those doggos here. This objective's going to be ours. He has a lot of time to fight, though, which is one of my concerns here. Now, the question is, do I go for a third objective? I think I do. Skaven leadership, we have to take advantage of it. And we're going to go ahead and get you guys rolling here, and then we can get some of the Slaneshi cavalry to work the flank and keep pressing. This guy's really good at defending his flank, though. He's very, very good at it. All right, walk. Get in there, big dragon man. We got the Forsaken capturing, although the Hounds might be able to press us here. Do we keep the Aspiring Champs on the middle? I think we do. I don't want to risk getting ninja capped. Forsaken are going to crush these wolf rats pretty hard. And then we call in a basic Marauder here, although we have some in the woods. All right, we have some Hounds. They can help. That should be enough. All right, so we've got you guys here, and the cavalry here will definitely punish, although I think they're almost out of ammo anyways. Those Warplock Jazales. So I think we just like collapse on those Ixchis Triads and crush that formation, right? Manticore comes in here. I think the Terror Routes are going to be enough to just end this position, and we need to get a basic Marauder over there too. Where do we have a call-in? Man, the call-ins are really far back on this map. Just realizing that right now. Let's get some Marauders. Hounds coming in. Manticore should just honestly own that whole position. We have the big fancies there. We do get the rear charge. Is it going to break them? The Ixchis Triads are tanking like absolute champions. Let's turn around. Sigvald is doing a good job just being a distraction as usual. And let's get some more Marauders coming up. This position should go to us just because of the Manticore. Let's pull you guys back, although we could just keep fighting here. It's going to be fine. Okay. So that position is going to us. The Triads are broken. Looking good. We've got you down. We're massively ahead on value now. Although I feel like he had a little bit of healing somewhere, a little razzle-dazzle. Okay, Marauders, head up to that point. Aspiring Champion should defeat those Death Runners, and let's get this. Yeah, hunt those guys down. We stopped the unsummon. That's good. That's going to delay his recalling of that particular unit. Let's head back this way. So he does manage to ninja this point. Granted, I think we're going to win it anyways. We're going to call in some Fast Cavs, some Hellstriders of Slaanesh, and yeah, hopefully shut that down. Yeah, really, really good Skaven play. Really, really good. I'm very impressed. He'll definitely have a good chance of winning his next few games if he plays like this. All right, let's get you back to the middle. Fight the Ogres. Manticore's being very good as always. And once again, we're going to get the Slaneshi cavalry in there to help out. A couple Marauders coming up. We can send you here, and our Slaanesh cavalry are just causing huge havoc. We can go try and save Sigvald. Not that he needs saving. They say that a hero can save Sigvald. How are we doing here? Yeah, those Ogres probably going to break pretty quickly against the Manticore DPS. All right, I think we finally got it. Man, I can relax now. That was a sweaty game, dude. We've had some really sweatlord matches today, which have been great. But those guys are going to get taken down, and reinforcements to call in. Probably at this point, we just get Forsaken to come in clear, because he's just going to be spamming infantry at this point. Weapons teams probably wouldn't have enough time to make a difference. So I think we do that. I really like the Doom Totem characters. I almost think maybe two of these guys instead of Sigvald, but Sigvald's just so tough to drag down, right? Yeah, Manticore's fighting here. We got you guys and the Forsaken heading across. All right, so yeah, he's just going all in on that side. Sigvald can just run to the middle. He'll make it eventually. Let's call in the Slanesh Fast Cav. Infantry getting in. Terror Route's going to start going down. If he didn't lose Throt, this could be a very different game. Like, if Throt managed to survive somehow... I also blundered really hard. I have 54 wand that I'm not using. I got so sloppy with my caster trying to chase down Throt, but Throt raid bossed me, dude. He was taking it like a champ. All right, so how are we looking here? Yep, should be able to clean up these wolf rats. They're not going to trade very well into Marauder infantry. We can call in some more Slanesh cavalry just to chase things and cause havoc. Let's intercept there. We got Sigvald coming across. Got characters anchoring positions. Manticore and these guys should be able to deal with those. And these wolf rats, we can just rear charge them. Get these Forsaken coming up. And Forsaken are excellent against a lot of what the Skaven have. As long as they are... Did he not bring a caster? Really? Man, he played so well for not bringing a caster. Most people don't bring casters, or usually very beginner, but he did not play like a beginner at all. I'll tell him after the game, like, yeah, you have to bring a caster. Against Warriors of Chaos, you probably just bring Warp Lightning or Plague and just use the breath attack. Yeah, but let's hunt these guys down. Yeah, really good fundamentals, but yeah, if he didn't bring a caster, that's pretty colossal blunder on his part. I didn't notice that. Yeah, I was just too busy trying not to die here. Okay, GG, well played. GG, well played. I've made mistakes like that too where I forget a caster, honestly. It happens. His micro is really good. Oh, he had a caster. He just didn't call it in. He did have one, okay. Yeah, he just, maybe he brought it and it just got routed or something. I don't know. Yeah, he did bring a caster though. Yeah. So his build was fine. He just needed to get that caster in action. Yeah, nothing probably did that well. GG, dude. Very well played. Just need to use your caster, and your chances of winning are good. I just told him that. I was like, you just bring caster or bring him onto the battlefield like first, and then your chances of winning are going to be pretty good. All right. So how's it going to be? Let's go ahead and refresh. Our game was reasonably long. How would you build old world orc boys on tabletop? Dude, I have no idea, bro. For orcs, I feel like their armor sucks anyway, so I would maximize damage output. I would probably just give them dual weapons and try and get multiple, like a bunch of attacks, like just kind of like how they play in 40k. All right, so the games are coming together. He just had to, during the heat of the moment, he forgot. How is the Chaos Dragon supported by a Nurgle caster? Oh, now you're talking my language, Matt. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, that's, dude, talk dirty, man. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I'm talking to my opponent here, telling him that his micro's good, not to feel bad about it. I need to update opponent's score. Report my score. Oh, report score here. So that was what? Warriors of Chaos against the we'll put a poll at the, we could do a poll right now on what you guys want to see me play for the next SFT2. Although it depends. I don't know. CA usually does patches at what, on Tuesdays? I don't know if there's a patch coming soon. I hope there is. Yeah, we'll put it to a vote. Okay, so that was against Gaven. All right, 2 Pit Lord factions duking it out. Yeah, Rusty, we were discussing going Warriors of Chaos in Old World, but oh, demons are really good in Old World. They're really strong. Yeah, you can just play them in both. It's hard though because you need like round base to square base adapters. It's pretty different. But yeah, demons are really good in Old World. And don't you live in California, Rusty? All right. Anyways, we got 3 games left to finish. Did those guys get matched together again? No, it couldn't be the same people. Well, anyways, we're 1-1, so the dreaded fear of losing all of our games is not here. So let's see what you guys want to see. Next SFT. My favorite faction to play right now is hands down the Chaos Dwarves. I love playing Chaos Dwarves. They're my favorite to play. So I'm going to put them here just as a caveat because they're not the best. Coast is kind of just pain though. Let's do dwarves. And then we can do ogres. I never play ogres. I have no idea how to play ogre kingdoms. And Nurgle could be, why can't I not have more than 4 options on the poll? It's really annoying. Oh. So yeah, I think we could do Nurgle, ogres, although Nurgle could be fun too. Ogre kingdoms, and who else do I never play? Vampire counts? I would suck pretty bad as vampire counts. We could do Bretonia in there too. All right. Let's see. So Chaos Dwarves, Bretonia, ogres, Nurgle. Bretonia would be fun too, although Bretonia is a pretty good faction, so let's like go deeper into the pits. Let's go deeper into the pits of hell here. Lizardmen are kind of boring, their playstyle for me. I don't enjoy it too much, so I probably would opt away from that. You know what, let's throw Coast in there just for pure pain. This is for all the people who want me to just suffer. All right. And, all right, so let's see what this looks like. Let's refresh the brackets. Yeah, our opponent and I gonna battle it out? Is it time? I could meet him here, actually. He's got the same, he's 1-1 so far, so opponent and I could meet in the next round. Oh, you guys just, dude, I knew you guys were gonna pick Coast. I already regret putting them there. Oh, come on, Chaos Dwarves, please. Yeah, Coast is High Elves are better than Coast, 100%. High Elves can actually win some tough matchups. I don't know how the hell you win with Coast. I guess, you know, we would have to figure that out. Oops, wrong matchup there. Okay, so this is interesting. Oh, that's right. I need to go over here. Okay. I'm just doing a little adminning here while you guys do your business. Of course, it's going to be Vampire Coast, dude. Oh, no, the Chowie are pushing. They're pushing. Hail the mighty who are rising from the deep. Oh. We'll just let that vote run till the end of the stream. So don't worry. We're going to let that run like the whole time. I like the Chowie's chances. Pentabloat. I could go Pentabloat. I feel like there's some matchups I could win with Pentabloat. A couple. All right. So giving Pwn his point here. Chowie. Oh, Chaos Dwarves. Hashut. Come on. I feel that we can make. I can make. Yeah. Like here's the thing. I'm a pretty high level player. I could probably go 3-1 in a lot of these tournaments potentially with almost any faction. But in terms of winning, that's going to be hard. But you know, 2-2 is a high possibility too, right? All I have to do is lose one more game. So, all right, so that's done. Pwn's got his point. Let's refresh that. Yeah, I'm going to let this run till the end of the stream. So we're going to see what you guys want. I love playing Chaos Dwarves. They're my favorite faction to play right now. I just love using their shooting and their blunderbusses, and yeah. Yeah, Coast is weird. They're weird. I mean, they are unbreakable. They're undead, so that's nice. Yeah, you can still win with Coast. They're weird, though. They have a lot of strange stuff. I wish the Colossus was a little bit better. Imagine if this thing was as good as a land ship. I don't know. Coast, what do they need to be competitive? You know, you could almost make these deckhand mobs cost like 250. They're so haggard. But they do have 12,000 HP, arguably. I don't know. They got nerfed, but they were really oppressive before. They're like not terrible now. They're definitely on like bottom 3 factions, but they can still beat you. I actually beat some Kislev players with Coast in the previous patch. Yeah. Delete the other 2 options and have a head vote for Coast or Chaos Dwarves. Okay. I think that's a good idea. So we're gonna conclude that since they're basically tied. And then I like Pwn's idea. So Coast, Chaos Dwarves. All right. So now we can officially have the vote, and this one will last until the end of the stream. Yeah. It's been a while for me. What got nerfed on them? Their leadership. So basically, they got leadership nerfs across the board. Yeah, because they were just never crumbling. It was just taking too long. No problem. I'll drop you. Oh no, the guy that I played round 1 has to drop. That pretty much screws me because now I'm going to have a terrible tiebreaker. Oh, I'm too weak. All right, what's his name? Yeah, so our chances of making the top basically just went into the pits. No, Anakin, I'm too weak. Make carronades hit what they shoot at. That would be nice. Okay, let me refresh this. Tell him to give you his win. No, we can't do that. No. All right, so that looks fine. Let me check that. Just need to update Hadri's score. And let's go fix this. We're about ready to start the next round. I think it's just 1 game. No, 2 games actually. 2 or 3. Yeah. Had a super close game versus Martin, that demon player. Yeah. Hadri's, that's why I played first round. He literally beat me by 1 point, basically. It was a 1-point game. Yeah, he's very scrappy. Yeah, very scrappy. We're going to let that poll run to the very end. Oh my god, that's like a scary alarm here. Okay, 1 second. I'll just need to take this call real quick. All right, guys, I'm back. It was my mom. I had to take the call, make sure everything was good. And we are good. All right. Rotting Prometheans, my beloved. Yeah, they're cool. So, one game to finish. It is, no, 2 games. Okay. So, hopefully those bad boys will be done soon. Let me make sure I'm not being tagged anywhere. Thank you guys for joining. Some fun games today. Some really sweaty ones. Really sweaty ones. Okay, okay, who's your opponent? Okay. So we're going to do that. So he didn't show up. Round 2 rack. Okay. So we got to drop this guy. That's right. You always got to answer the mom phone calls. You do. You do. Okay, and then that should be it. Are we ready for the next round? I think we are. Cool. All right, good luck, have fun, people. Let's advance to the next round. And let me just refresh one more time. You got destroyed by Kislev with Coast. Yeah, it's a hard matchup. I mean, Coast can value trade with them, but you just struggle so hard to get on the objectives is the big problem. All right, let's advance to Swiss. Dude, watch Pone and I play right now. Trying Wood Elves today. Yeah, Wood Elves are good, Leech Lord. They're just hard. And if you're not like practiced with them, it can be very difficult, but they're very fun. They're a very high skill cap, skill expression faction. Like you can oftentimes pick up the melee centric factions and do a little bit. You can like learn them quicker, but Wood Elves require a bit of practice in my experience. It's Mother's Day in 2 weeks here. Yeah, we just had Mother's Day yesterday here. All right, so the new brackets are generating, and it's just time. Let the Nurglings feast. Okay. So we got our brackets. It's going to be me versus Grombrindle. That's fun. The classic. Him and I play all the time, dude. He's the Dwarf Lord. I almost played Dowie today, too. I was on the fence with that. It was close. Okay, next round is live. Okay. The next round is live. Okay, so I got Grombrindle. We're playing the Dwarves. He's a good opponent to have because he's very good, which means he's likely to give me a good tiebreaker. My odds of making top 4 would have been pretty good if I didn't have my first round opponent drop. It's a shame because I would have had 2 very strong tiebreaker players. All right. Let's see what's cracking. Grombrindle's coming. It's going to be Warriors of Chaos versus... I'm pretty sure he's on Dowie today. Hey. So checking here. Oh, Hadries is playing High Elves. Oh, man, I hope he makes top 4. That'd be fun. He actually was able to win that game with High Elves. That's fun. That's very, very cool. Alrighty, so we have the Dwarves, if I'm not mistaken. Or is he on something else? I would be very shocked to see him on something other than Dwarves. Uh-oh, and we're on like the ultimate dwarf map, which is the Haunted Vale. Oh, God. not the Haunted Vale. This is a great map for Dowie. It's like a shooting gallery. All right. And we do not have Pestigors. We do not have the Pestigors on this roster. That is right. So what do we want to do? Do it. Sigvald's always been pretty darn good here. You're always pretty safe with old Sigvald. I don't know if that's any good. There's something I've always wanted to kind of test is damage reflection in this game to see how that works. Seems like a very strange mechanic. Take down the Zwazak Palpatine, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so I wonder if he's going to be like one of those players who likes to play the play style where you have like a dwarf hero squad. Herald Hammerstorm would be really funny. Oh my god, the Hammer of Harry. Oh man, okay. What does that even do? Okay, he does like a big hammer blow. Oh Jesus. I feel like we could have some fun, right? Do we want to go like really sweaty, or do we want to mix it up and have some fun too? I feel like we need to have some fun here. All right, so let's do that. That's looking good to me. And aside from this, let's get you guys in the core. Yeah, basic Chaos Warriors have always been good here. You know, Chaff Marauders are always welcome. 2, 3. I think we need to mix it up and have some fun. Yeah, I mean, I sweat so much off stream. I feel like we need to sweat. Cut down to the sweating here a little bit. All right, so let's get you here. Forsaken are pretty good against dwarves for fighting slayers. You usually want to mix in a couple of those. Okay, man. That's so pricey. What are you even paying for here? Oh, shit, I never noticed that. Really? Okay. That's something to consider, actually. That is something to consider. And then we're going to go ahead and mix in one more unit here. So let's go ahead and cut that and that. That looks fine. You got this. This is going to be very fun. I don't know. Like, here's the thing, guys. We're kind of experimenting. The build could be a colossal failure, or it could be surprisingly good. You know, you might catch yourself being like, oh, shit, that actually worked. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it. Don't, dude. You guys need to relax. Oh, I've won this matchup a million times with Warriors of Chaos. It's very even. I would say it's a pretty even matchup, but you can definitely win it with Walk. All right, so let's do this and then do that, and then yeah, I think that's okay. Grumbrindle's gonna bring some weird shit anyways. You know, it's gonna just be like strange and troublesome. I think we can cut you and then maybe find a way to get you and you in there. So then we go, what do we got? 500 left here? 600. Such an awkward amount of money. 650. Okay. That ain't bad. Then basic Marauders. I don't know if he's going to go like Gyros against me. Maybe. Could be the Lord of the Gyrocopters. The Lord of the Seven Seas there. Okay, so we got you guys and you guys. Almost done with the build. Yeah, I think one of those is adequate. 2 is probably a little bit too much, but yeah, we can go 2. It's fine. Homie's going to have a lot of Slayers. I can assure you that. There's going to be a lot of Slayers running around the battlefield. And Aspiring Champions are kind of an interesting tech here, too. I almost think a couple of those might not be bad. All right. Guys, this is a weird build. This could I'm either gonna get steamrolled into oblivion, or we're gonna surprise and be very, very tough to deal with. Thunderbarge is banned. Yeah, it's really stupidly broken. So Gorebeast Chariots in tabletop are actually very good. I run double Gorebeast in my tabletop list because a lot of times Chariots, they do really well on impact, but when they're trapped in, if they don't immediately kill the unit they charge, they just lose the combats and get wrecked in tabletop. But the cool thing about Gorebeast Chariots is they're mounted by 2 elite Chaos Warriors with halberds on the back. And on top of that, the Gorebeast itself has a really good sustained fighting, including the Killing Blow special rule. So Gorebeasts get like 5 attacks in melee outside of their impact hits. Whereas other Chariots will get like an impact hit and they'll get like 2 really crappy hits maybe from the riders. But Gorebeast Chariots are, they're pretty formidable. I run 2 of them in tabletop. 3 Hell Cannons. Oh my god. I've used Hell Cannons against Grombrindle before because he loves his elite infantry. Like, so I've had success there. But no, that's not what we're doing here. Today, guys, the hammer is here. It's hammer time, baby. Embrace yourself, yes. Okay, good luck, fun. Good luck. All right. So he's loading in here. And it's go time. Yeah, Gorebeasts are really good in tabletop. What else is really good in tabletop for Warriors of Chaos? The dragons are pretty OP. I'm a big enjoyer of the all the Chaos characters in general are honestly really good. Like Exalted Champions are great. Chaos Swords are good. Sorcerers are good. Forsaken, I think, are a sleeper, really powerful unit in tabletop too. I need to get some of those. Yeah. We should allow the Thunderbarge, but only if you bring it in your army. You just have to AFK. Yeah, just sit it in the middle and AFK with it. Knights of the Realm are really cool. Yeah, wedge formation is fun. It's really fun. The last Old World tournament I played at, the only one I played against Bretonia, and we had a really close game. I won by like 50 points. It was insane. He actually technically killed more than me, but I captured a lot of his... I killed his general and took his battle standard bearer, so that gave me enough points to win, whereas my general was still alive. Are there more faction guides coming? Oh, I don't know. It's not like been something that has been super in demand, but because the meta changes so often, it's kind of annoying to make guides. You'd have to like really be on top of updating them, but hopefully Homie didn't crash here. Yeah, hopefully he didn't crash. Hopefully he returns. Could just be potato internet. Let me message him. You are still loading, yeah. Okay, there we go. Here we are, baby. All right. We have the goon squad of the ages. We have Harry the Hammer, dude. Let's go. Oh, Harold Hammerstorm and Aecold, buddy cop, with Festus to heal them. So that's the idea. So Festus is going to be healing and doing all that. We have 2 elite units, including a Chosen. So we have a Chosen and a Nurgle Great Weapon Warrior. We have a couple throwing axes who are going to just jump out and grab them some objectives. The buddy cops are going to be moving this way. And we got these as well. All right. Dude, I'm so hyped for this. This is going to be so fun. We might just get wrecked. This is a pretty unorthodox build. Although his build's turbo small too, which makes me think I'm going to get away with this. Yeah, I have a Chosen and a Nurgle Warrior too. Yeah. Oh, he did bring Gyros. Okay. So we're going to go grab this real quick just to get some points. He did bring Slayers, but if he didn't bring Doomseekers, I might... So my whole game plan was to like get this objective and then push towards objective Dose here and get that, right? So we're just going to send some basic Marauders to hold this one. We're going to grab that. If he wants to bring the Gyros over, I'm happy to play. I got throwing axes here. So, oh, he's got guns. What kind of guns are those? Those Grudge Rakers? Yeah, those are Grudge Rakers. Okay. So we need to get out of there before the Grudge Rakers get in range, because those things will just dunk on me. He's got 2 of them, so it's very frightening. All right, let's get some Houndos. Get the Hounds, come in the trees. We're going to go grab this other objective now and run away from his Grudge Rakers, and we need to find a way to shut those down, because those things are incredibly nasty. All right, so let's get those Hounds up, and we're going to just... we're getting some freebies right now out of the gates, and you can see the throwing axes are doing nice damage against some of the other Dowie here. Oh, we got to stay out of range. Get the point. Give it to me. Oh, we got it. Okay, now just get back. We're good. Let's get in the trees. We got Aecold and company waiting in the bushes. If I get, like... Those Grudge Rakers will, like, one-shot me, dude. It's going to be really bad if I'm not careful, so we need to be very, very on point here. All right, so let's get the Nurgle Warriors up there, and yeah, we have these guys to deal with the Gyros. We're gonna go ahead and do that, and then pull our character Goon Squad over this way. Hide the Hounds in the trees. Get you guys to go there. All right, so he's getting the objectives back, but you see we get some free points, right, which is nice. So we're gonna do a bit of a surround here. Let's get these Chosen to park right here. All right, so the Grudge Rakers are trying to get in position. We got the Slanesh Cavalry there. Let's get our Cav coming around this way. And we're going to do like a big envelopment here. So let's go ahead and do this. Get you guys here. Get you guys around the back and around the front. And then we just time our push in here like this. Yeah, so we get this going. We get this going. Let's hide the Hounds in the trees for now and get you guys to keep his Gyrocopter honest. Park you guys up like so. And the Grudge Raker is there. It's very scary. Yeah, we don't want to get shot by it. Those things dunk. They hit very, very hard. He's got a Demon Slayer, but my Goon Squad is very formidable. It's very formidable. All right, so we need to like time this perfectly, basically, or else we're going to get wrecked. All right, so now we just move up. So let's get our Goon Squad to get into combat. You know, we got our 2 Chosen moving in as well. So yeah, he's turning about face, which is great. And then we just slam jam, space jam into those guys. And as long as we can get in combat with them and keep them from getting too crazy, then that's really, really good. So aside from that, we call in you and you. Yep, you guys come up here, start causing some havoc. Let's get these throwing axes around there as well. So good. So Festus and company have made it in. We're going to get the healing elixirs and get in there. Yeah, we need to just jump right onto that blob here. And Harry the Hammer can actually go after those Demon Slayers. So what's not good for him here is my Chosen and company have gotten into melee without being shot. So that's the one of the big mistakes that he could live to regret. Looks like it's going to be some cannons up on the high ground, so we're going to go Ninja Star those. But yeah, we have the Mortis Engine. Harry the Hammer and Aecold should be able to defeat that Demon Slayer character. We need to get Festus. Oh yeah, he's getting whooped on. He's getting whooped on pretty good. All right, so we're just going to Ninja Star you guys. And aside from this, let's call in a Forsaken unit, bring them across to fight Slayers. And what does he have in the bushes? He's got some shooting, it looks like. Yeah, some sort of shooting. All right. So my character, Goon Squad, is doing very well. They're killing the hell out of his Demon Slayer here. Oh, Festus is getting hunted. Okay. So we need to go get these guys offline, so we need to go dive them with pretty much everything, because those guns are like the one thing that's very problematic here. So is he going to be Dwarf Warriors here? Let's get you around there. We almost have his Lord dead. Let's do a Rancid to try and snipe him. Is he using his like cannot die thing? I'm not sure. But we're going to dive in and take down those Grudge Rakers. Yeah, perfect. And let's get those Slaneshi Cavalry in there. So his Lord is close to death. You can see he's really, really beat up here. It's time. Festus is providing the healing elixirs, and we're going to go get you on top of the cannon. Great weapons. Let's get you guys here, doing this, and then we can call you in on the side to nibble on these Grudge Rakers as well. Okay. How are we looking? Harry the Hammer, baby. Still got it. Still got it. All right, let's switch on to the Mortis for a second to try and finish that Lord off. He's really low at 118 HP, and he's waddling, so I'm going to try and get him with that. We got Harry the Hammer. Harry the Hammer's on it, baby. He's on the hunt. The back objective is looking secure. Let's get these Forsaken around. And, all right, I think we got the Dwarf Lord. Yeah, we got him. And now we have Garagrim Iron Fist, so we're going to go get him now, too. All right, so I think we're taking over this game. With all the healing we have, I think we're in very, very good shape. Okay, he's going to try and Grudge Raker me here, but we need to, like, flank and get some speedy Hound boys. So let's unsummon you. And you come around here, Hounds, and surround those Grudge Rakers. Dude, fear Harry the Hammer. Fear and respect him. Let's go healing now. Oh, Garagrim's getting that butt kicked right now. We're going to go ahead and heal Eocold up. And the thing is, the Forsaken, the Chosen of Nurgle, I have a Chosen unit here, which is kind of going under the radar a little bit. So let's get on that cannon. We can. Harry the Hammer. Did we kill Garagrim? We did. Okay, we don't want to run into the Grudge Rakers, though. We got to be really cautious of that. So let's do this. And then flank these guys. Oh, those are just regular Thunderers. Okay, we should be okay. Should be A-okay. So let's get on this. Attack here. Hopefully those Hounds can win the fight. We're going to sprint over the top. And Garagrim is almost dead. Do we want to get on him? I'm not sure. Let's waddle over this way. We don't have a lot to deal with the Gyros, which is unfortunate. But we need to take down Garagrim if possible. Let's get on the Grudge Rakers here. Those guys are really scary. And let's come over here. Oh, those are Norglemling's Iron Breakers. Okay, so farming them would actually be very good. On the back point, we need to make sure we don't lose this. So let's get some of you guys and some of you guys up. So we'll get some infantry waddling up that way. Let's get on the Grudge Rakers. We do get on the cannon there. And now the Great Weapons and the Great Weapons can go swarm on the point. And we shouldn't have too many problems here. Our Chosen, where did our Chosen go? Yeah, they're going to make very quick work of this point. So we're going to let the Chosen solo this point and have our hero squad just keep bashing here. Dude, they laughed at Harry the Hammer until it was too late. You see, I almost didn't go Harry the Hammer, but he kind of brought a hero squad, like a fighty hero squad, so I'm like very happy how that worked out. Let's go under here. He's guarding it with some Slayers. Yeah, it's going to be tricksy. But we're going to kill the Norglemling's Ironbreakers pretty effectively here, I'm pretty sure. He's got what? What are these, Doomseekers? Oh, shit, okay. Well, that's going to escalate quickly. We don't have any like great answers against Doomseekers. Festus providing a lot of healing, and we have some WOM left. Yeah, we have 29, so we have enough for a couple casts. He's been getting some good shooting on my Chosen, though, man. That's that hurts. That hurts nice and bad. All right, so we're up. We just need to kind of anchor down on 2 points and not lose our characters. On the back, let's go ahead and call in something big to deal with those Doomseekers. Trolls will be good against them, ironically. So we park here, we park here. The Doomseekers are giga-chatting us, and we do see Slayers and Norglemlings are slowly losing the fight. Festus is going to need to save a heal for himself. It looks like Grumbrindle's trying to snipe him. Garagrim over there, doing fine. Let's waddle around. We need to get away from those Grudge Rakers, so we're going to just waddle through. So we'll keep our 2 characters fighting and let Festus feast. Is Festus on fire right now? Let's see. He's not. Okay, so he's healing. But just to be extra safe so we don't get popped by those Grudge Rakers, let's do that. We got armored trolls here, so let's get ready to fight. Yeah, Doomseekers potentially could 2v1 that, so we need to bring some heavy stopping power in here. Norglemlings are almost dead. Up on the fight here, what do we have to reinforce with? Yeah, Forsaken, whatever. They're fast and provide cap weight, and they also kill Slayer, so. Norglemlings are almost down for the count. We got you guys, so let's unsummon, so we can get them back in the pool. And yeah, Doomseekers will lose against troll units. He's got Slayer Pirates in here, which isn't a bad idea. Oh, those are Long Drongs. Okay, those guys are actually pretty mean. So now I'm vulnerable against shooting, so we need to be really cautious here. I am up on points, but not by enough. So we just kind of run away from their range, although do we just go for it and shut them down? Man, it's dodgy. I think we do. I can't really run effectively here. So what's he? Yeah, he's targeting Festus, so I just need to juke. Yeah, I just need to dodge. Okay, we're dodging, we're diving. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball. Okay, let's call in some hounds. Let's get those hounds up. We got Forsaken coming too, which are going to be turbo useful. Now we get into combat with those dwarf warriors. Are we Mortis Engine right now? No, we're not. Okay, so we've almost won that fight. He's making a play for the side point here, though. And the hounds should be able to nibble here pretty well. So let's get you guys running up, and you guys running up, and you guys can come up and help as well. Herald the Hammer. Do we use the hammer? Is it hammer time yet? I don't think so. All right, we need to get Garagrim down. He's getting a little bit bonkers here for my liking. So hopefully we can execute him there. Let's do this. Come over the top and get on those thunders here. Festus, we cannot afford to lose Festus. That would be really bad. Come on, Festus. Hold, brother. Hold. All right. He's getting gatted pretty hard here. Garagrim is almost dead. Festus does get broken, but we're going to see if we can salvage that situation. I think over here we're okay. Let's get some Chosen coming. And as far as this point goes, we can go ahead and try and ninja that with you and you. So we're going to get 2 units coming up to get that point. We do manage to shut down most of his ranged here. Let's get our characters back there. Festus might get hunted. Yeah, he's getting shot pretty hard. The trolls here probably carry the day. The Doomseekers are almost dead. And the Aspiring Champions, or Chadpians, I should say, are doing very well. Okay, I think we just closed the game there. It was close, but I think we do because we get the side objective now. And this fight is going exceptionally well. We need to get some speedy units, though, because he does have the capture weight advantage on me for the first time. All right, so we fold that position up. That's outstanding. So let's go over here. Let's get our 2 characters back. Festus, unfortunately, is still running for the hills. All right, so back you go to the middle. All right, he's back. We could do a rancid on something, but I think we're okay. Let's get up on the point and have you guys nibble down these last Slayer here. And we got 2 capture weight units coming across there. And this one we're still kind of holding, actually. We could probably do a little something. Let's get you guys in. Try it up and get some throwing axes there and get these hounds over here to provide cap weight so we don't lose that point. And we grab that, and this, and yes, Forsaken. Those are Norgamling's Ironbreakers coming back. Festus didn't hear any bell whatsoever. He's going to go waddle this way to see if he can support Mortis Engine fight on this side point. All right, so we're just going to park the hounds here and then park you guys here for capture weight so we don't lose it. And hopefully Festus can make it over there. All right, so that's a win. Great Weapons can move in here. He still has blasting charges, so we need to be careful. But that should be a cap for us. Festus is just going the distance. What can he heal here even? Might as well get a heal off on some Chaos Warriors before he dies. You know, he's going to lose it, so. Yeah, Throwing Axe is doing good. Hound units are routing here. We are holding on to that point well. I think we just ignore the side point and just reinforce the middle now. You know, because I'm going to just hold this for as long as we possibly can, and then we'll just park back there again. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. So we do manage to get that one. He's got some Dwarf Warrior Great Weapons coming down. Not too worried about them. There's pretty much a 0% chance he gets the middle, I think. These are Slayers, and then we got some Grudge Rakers coming out. We are holding on to this point. So every little like morsel of holding power we get here is quite big. Let's go get Festus in the trees, although probably just an unsummon on Festus would be smart. Just to send him back to you know, let Grandpa Nurgle heal his wounds up, right? You know, let's get you on the Grudge Rakers, get you guys holding here. Probably going to need some Horsemen to help sustain the middle since it's getting a little bit dodgy there. We don't have a ton of cap weight there, right? We have those 2 powerful characters, and Harry's going to use the Hammer of Harry. Let's go. Oh! That actually did really good damage, dude, against those dwarves. Damn. All right. I ain't complaining. So Aspiring Chads are holding on to the point well. Let's go get you guys. Let's dive over there. Forget the side point now. We don't need it. We just need to get into a triple cap situation where he's going to struggle, right? Forsaken are fighting. Harry the Hammer, dude. Yeah, he's going. And Slayers, we got to watch out for them, but we do manage to hold on to the point here. Festus got killed by a cannon. That's really good for my opponent. That's going to tank my leadership. Granted, his leadership is lower too, but he's dwarf, so he doesn't really care too much. Let's get you guys back in there. The Trolls with their staying power, no joke. Forsaken, we want to get them on Slayers. Harry the Hammer and company, let's get them on Slayers too. On the side, it's looking a little bit dodgy. Let's get some Forsaken over there, and then we can call in Hounds over the top to flank the back of these dwarves for capture weight and rear charging. Dude, it's hammer time. You got all of you in chat telling me I shouldn't have played Harry. Come on now. You know Harry's the man. He's doing great. All right, so the Throwing Axe is there. And yeah, we got Herald the Hammer and Eocold, the power couple of the gods. Let's flank around the back here, and we charge into the back of those Dwarf Warrior Great Opens to maintain capture weight. And I just don't know how he's effectively... Oh, we have a free cannon right there if he's not paying attention. That's going to be really nice. I got Marauders coming in. Let's get some basic Marauders, just chaff units. I wonder how the Chosen did. I feel like they kind of got shot to pieces. Yeah, Grudge Rakers are really mean, though. Those things will, like, annihilate you if you're not careful. He's got Slayers on Trolls. Pretty much the worst-case scenario for me, but... yeah, the Trolls are just going to kind of duke it out. Maybe I can run them away. Maybe. All right, throwing weapons. Let's get Marauders attacked here. We got these two characters, and Forsaken need to come back and run away from the Grudge Rakers for as long as possible. Let's run these around to attack those guys on the flanks, and somehow Palpatine has returned on this point. So we need to get some riders here. Yeah, we need to get some riders there. Aspiring Champions, dude, I'm very happy with their performance. Their staying power is incredible. It's very good. All right, so we got a big, nasty blob up on the point. We're at 1,400 points. He's still fighting hard, man. He's you know, still kind of hanging in there, but we're going to charge these guys before they can shoot now. And the Horsemen should be enough to deal with the blasting charge, boys. Yeah, it should be enough. Without Horsemen, man, you know, it would be hard times not having that mobility on Chaos. You see, Grudge Rakers insta-kill a Horseman unit, even though they weren't even like set up. They still were able to turn around and do some big damage. As far as this goes, looking fine. Forsaken can maneuver over this way if we want to. That point's looking reasonable. Let's come over here with you. Probably just Slanesh Cavalry to try and close out the game, but I think we got it. Herald the Hammer, baby! Let's go! Herald Hammerstorm. Haven't seen him played in a while. If I end up playing Pwn today, I'll definitely use Herald against his vampire counts. Harry the Hammer! True Dowie fighting spirit. Yeah, he likes his elite units, and he does well with them too, but the Chosen did good. They paid for themselves just about 1,300. If I made a mistake with the Chosen. I should have pulled them to the weaker, the point that was hidden in the woods, because they could have just fought there for 10 years and traded well. Aside from that, Nurgle character Eocold, and dude, Harry the Hammer showing Eocold who's the true Chad. 1650 on him. Eocold at 13. Festus healed, which was good. Aside from that, Aspiring Champions getting 1,000 value is great against dwarves. Yeah, Forsaken did their job too. Dude, those dwarf characters got smashed. Like, they got absolutely smashed by those Chaos characters. Garagrim and the Demon Slayer, dude, they got whooped on. They got a righteous whooping. GG, well played. That was a fun game. I'm glad we went with Harry. Yeah, I'm glad we went with old Harry. Yeah. Harry the Hammer. All right, so let's report that. So hey, 2-1. I'm happy now that we, at least as long as we win or don't like lose more than we win, I'm happy with this. Because Warriors of Chaos are not a top tier faction. They're definitely towards the lower end, but they're like lower mid. I would say they're not like potato, but they're like a mid tier faction. All right, so we got Grombrindle on the dwarves. Warriors of Chaos versus dwarves. Nice. Yeah, the dogs did well too. They did. You gotta fear and respect Harry the Hammer. He's a true menace. Wow, fast round, sort of. Now there's still a handful of people playing, so. Flamaster, got a buy round, so let me fix that. Yeah, my tiebreakers are gonna be awful though, because I literally, man, the fact that one of my opponents left is rough. So 2, so Flamaster would have been, so 1. So he's got 1 win so far, I think. Yeah, 1 win. Okay, so let me fix that. Do this. Doing some admin stuff, guys, while we wait for the round to finish. I'm always perplexed at like how long it can take people to finish their rounds. It's got to be lag, right? Like, I don't think there's any other way to explain that. Yeah, Coast is creeping on up, dude. Someone's doing well with Coast. It's giving me hope. I gotta study their ways. Yeah, I gotta study the ways. I mean, yeah, Garagrim's a good fighter, but he's Herald. The Chaos fighters are typically stronger than Dwarf fighters head to head. In tabletop, dwarves are tankier, but like if you put a Chaos Sword against a Dwarven King, and you gave them both like their full kits, I think that the Chaos Sword would probably win more consistently. Let's actually check that. Yeah. Okay. Let's actually check that. Okay. Okay, so where are we at? Looking fine. And outstanding. So the old world army builder. Okay. So hang on a sec. Yeah, no, Harry causes terror. People forget this. It's actually really impactful in other matchups. He causes terror, and he's unbreakable. So yeah, I mean, I think Harry the Hammer is a little bit underrated. I think he's underrated. All right, so let's actually check this real quick. I'm curious. So if we had a, so we're gonna look at some tabletop stuff here real quick. All right, so if we're looking at a Dwarf Lord, A Dwarven King is their pinnacle of fighting, right? So full plate armor, shields. Let's see what his baseline stats are. So he's got weapon skill 7, which is the same as a Chaos Lord. Strength 4, toughness 5, whereas the Chaos Lord is going to be what? The Chaos Lord here is going to be... Okay, so the Chaos Lord is going to be what? So if we give him full plate and shields... The Chaos Lord is strength 5, toughness 5. So they have the same weapon skill, but the Chaos Lord has an additional strength point. Initiative on the Chaos Lord is 6, and he's got 5 attacks. Whereas the Dwarf King is going to have less initiative and was it the same attacks? I think 1 less attack, right? Yeah, 1 less attack. So overall, the Chaos Lord has a stronger stat line, for sure. But he has probably better armor. So Dwarf Crafted, let's see what this does. Okay, stand and shoot, Gromroll armor. Okay, that's pretty good. You get to reroll natural 1s on your armor save. And Gromroll weapons is going to be -1 for hand weapons, hatred, magic resist. So that's really the only thing that would matter. But the Chaos Lord is a lot more expensive, right? Like if you look at Warriors of Chaos, he is going to be what? 197 points like base, and the Dwarf King is like 127. Okay. But you could also put him on his shield bearers, right? If you put him on the shield bearers, oh, it gives him +3 wounds. Okay. So then if you put him on the Dwarven shield bearer, it's going to become a much different fight because he will have a lot more wounds. I still think the Chaos Lord would probably edge it out though, just because the Chaos Lord, you can give him mark. You can give him like one of the marks of the Chaos Gods, like Mark of Nurgle, and then Chaos has some nasty equipment too. But like if we're including mounts, right, the Chaos Lord dominates the Dwarf because he can be put on a dragon. Interesting. Oh, Chaos Lords are still really good. They're very, very good. Yeah, extremely good. Okay. No problem. Came in on 42, so 3:16 p.m. So let's do a little bit of admin work here. Drop this guy out. Norska is fine. They're not super popular, you know. They haven't been updated in like a million years. The people who played Norska were typically name on total tab. Okay, checking this gentleman here. So let me just drop him. So we're going to go ahead and drop you out. And then I need to fix that player's score here. Have you seen how expensive the Swords of Chaos? Oh yeah, dude, I've seen the Chaos Lord on a dragon that costs like 650 points. Something like that. It's pretty insane. All right, so that was fixed. And then we need to go get his score after that. And get that fixed up. Okay, yeah, so we just got to fix that. Great. My liege, the peasants are still voting heavily in favor of the pirates. I know. I think I'm doomed, guys. I think I just have to play Coast next time. Oh, God. Coast is such a pain to play. But the thing is, you're not going to win the tournament, but you're going to have some fun. Like, Warriors of Chaos have a chance of winning. They have a chance of winning. Yeah, like, you can win an SFT with them, but Coast, I don't know about that. Why not take cannons for Chaos Warriors? In some matchups and maps, it's good. Like a Hell Cannon on that map actually could have been good. I could have hit it behind the tree and just nuked him. Lost the winning match to a crash. Prime, shoot me a message about that, because if you were firmly ahead, we usually just give the winner. Like if it was one-sided when you crash, you would still get the win. I would need to see the replay. And then I can rule on that. So send me that, Prime. Shoot me a message. Yeah. You got it. Okay, so fixing this. And then we need to do that. Okay, that should be ready in a second. The Pentabloat. If I end up losing like 2 games in a row with Coast in the tournament, I will do Pentabloat for the last couple games and see if I can win with it. I will. But I'm still going to try and win. All right, so that's good. Now we just got to drop one more player here. Some chubby boomers in the front might surprise this. Nah, I don't know if it would surprise him. I would hope so. Okay. Professor Pone's vampire count's running into some hard times today, huh? How'd it go for you, old Pone dog? Yeah, counts are a weird one. They're pretty cool, though. It's a faction that's very polarizing in the way they play. They either lose hard or win hard, I find. Okay, so let's do this, and then do the drop here. Crab screening bloats. The bloats are just so easy. Bloats should not like just explode when they get touched by a single entity. That's like a problem, because if somebody has any sort of mobile SE, they can just like bump them and then the bloats like explode, you know? That feels pretty bad. Yeah, it feels pretty bad. I'm a little behind to think T10 Dwarf King could probably slug it out against a Chaos Sword. Yeah, maybe. It's hard. It's hard. Yeah. He would at least tank him for like 3 or 4 turns, which is a big win. That's what Dwarf Kings do. If you get them to like the really insane armor save, and they can just tank something for years. They're resolute and stubborn. Yeah. Remember when Coast used to terrorize with Warhammer 2? Yeah, well, land battle Coast is better because they don't have to contest ground. They can just sit and mouth breathe. So they're much better in land battle than they are in Dom. When Coast used to terrorize, yeah, I do remember. How do you counter otherwise without range? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Bob. Okay, so that's loading. All right, cool. So I think we're about ready to start. I just had a couple people drop. It's normal as you get into the later rounds. All right, let's check here. Sounds good, no problem. Okay, checking here. Just getting some admin questions. Gotta love it. And I think everybody's done. I got it. Okay, so I just need to fix this. Fix his points here. Yep. Okay, last thing. Last thing, and then the round is done and we advance on to round 4. Vangeist Revenge. Vangeist Revenge is fun. If you go Aranessa Vangeist Revenge, it's like the most forbidden combo. What rules references do you see when you use playing Old World? I'm worried about referencing tables and looking up too many rules slowing me down. There's like a 1-sheet document that has like all the rules consolidated on it pretty well. It's like, it's not 1 sheet, but it's like a 1-page, multiple, like front and back side. That's what I usually use. But dude, don't worry about being slow when you're learning. When me and my buddies were first learning Old World, oh my God, we had to pause for like 30, 40 minutes sometimes to like look up just like engagement rules and how to wheel your units. And it's just part of the game, dude. So don't stress it. Take your time and learn. And you know, if you're playing with somebody who's going to rush you and troll you, then you know, probably not the right person to learn the game with anyways. Yeah. You should be able to load Queen Bess with bloats. I agree. I agree. Okay, so just loading this. I need this to finish before we can advance. Come on, baby. You can do it. I need to figure out... Yeah, the website definitely gets bogged down when you go into the back end. I think it's because like it's storing all the data from old tournaments too, and it starts to like... It tries to load it all at once. Okay. Should be fine here, though. Alrighty, so that's fixed, and then we'll start the next round. Bloats being loaded into a Doomdiver catapult would be the ultimate forbidden tech. Imagine just like strapping wings to a bloat and flying it in the air. I'm sure somebody could mod that, right? Hey Dandy, how you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Like a bloat on a Doomdiver catapult. That would really be the tech. Imagine that thing, like heat seeking, if it had like homing. Oh my God. Like Doomdivers in tabletop are pretty cool. Like they're really good for the greenskins actually, because you normally roll a scatter dice, but with the Doomdivers you get to roll like a scatter back to the direction you want to hit after you scatter, so they can like re-aim with their wings. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, Queen Bess shots are good, but it's too easy to dodge for good players. That's the problem. All right, just loading. Sorry guys for the delay. Some of the points got a little bit funky, so it happens. What faction would you like to see get more updates? Oh, I have no idea. Yeah, there's a lot. All right, so let's refresh this. I legit thought jet droppers with bloats would be an FLC at some point. Yeah. The thing is, like, a bat probably couldn't carry the bloats. Like, the bloats are probably like a solid 400 or 500 pounds, right? Whereas like the deckhand mobs are, you know, between 100 and 200 pounds, give or take. I don't think the bat could carry that like a bloat. I think it'd be too much. Yeah. Everyone gets a manly aim with artillery. You can, but it's like, I don't know. I don't think it'd be that good. Okay, scrambled egg score is fixed, so we just got to wait for this to load, and then I can advance to the next round. Yeah, Dreadquakes are just too easy to dodge. That's the problem. Dreadquakes, they had some niche applications on like Itza against like Lizardmen for just like bombarding certain units, but overall they're just a little bit too niche. Yeah, Trebuchet could toss a bloat. You could probably, like, Bretonians, if they had bloated allies, could toss them in the Trebs. Because historically, Trebuchets have launched some massive stuff, right? Okay, so we clicked to that. Man, it's really lagging right now. I wonder if one of the other hosts is trying to fix something. I hope not. If you're one of the hosts, don't mess around with stuff while I'm hosting here. It might be causing some drama. A bloat summon? Yeah, a bloated summon would be really good. That would be insanely powerful. That would basically just be an insta-kill a nearby unit if they're not paying attention. Like, you just summon the bloat on top of, like, a Chaos Warrior or, like, you know, a Greatsword, whatever. And you just give the business. Yeah. And then that's it. Okay, next round's kicking in here. It's rolling. Fixed. Okay, so we fix that. Sorry guys, I had to like do like 5 or 6 admin things there in that round. There was a lot of people who needed help with things. Average is 90 to 100 kilos time. Yeah. So those Trebs could definitely launch a bloat, it sounds like. What are some like factions that would be cool? I think, you know what my conspiracy theory is? I think that we're gonna get okay, so here we are. Unfortunately, my tiebreakers are going to suck too much, but I'm going to try and go 3-1 here at least to have a good record. All right. So we got you. Got my opponent here. Let's get him. We're going to have some really fun build here. Something really unorthodox. All right. So goblins, the next round is up. Next round is live. All right. Let's do it. So I don't know what my opponent's playing, but we're going to find out. Map is going to be what? Map is going to be on the road to Talipine. Very big open map. So we've had a lot of good shooting maps today. Helman Gorse summoning bloats. Yeah, you could summon like his bloated brothers. All right. I don't know what he is yet. Let's see. And is he on Bretonia? I don't think he switched his faction yet. Walk for me. And what are you playing, my good friend? Is he playing the Bretonia? If he's playing Bretonia, the power fantasy is alive. It's going to happen. Skull Crushers. Yeah, Skull Crushers are cool. Oh, it's Norska. Oh, man. Okay, we're having some serious Unga Bunga today. So it is going to be a truly Unga fight. All right. So let's power fantasy it here, right? Let's do it. So we'll do this. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, God. Let the Nurglings feast. Oh, oh, yeah, I know what I'm doing. Oh, my God. You guys are going to love this. What does that even do? Okay, that's actually not bad. Yeah, we don't need that. What does this do? Okay. I don't think we need that. Oh, baby. Guys, this build is just so sweet. You're gonna love every second of this. Okay, so we cut those down, and then we can cut this and this just to go maximum cheap. Yeah, because my tiebreakers are too bad since one of my opponents who had a good chance of going 3-1 dropped. So I'm just gonna do something experimental here, but it could be really cool and really good. You may never know. And we'll do this. Oh, dude, this build is... I already love this build so much. Kolek time? You could be onto something. You could be. Maybe it's Kolek. Maybe it's a little Kolek in time. Could be. It could be, my friend. All right. So that looks good to me. Now, aside from this, we can get a couple of these guys. Severed Claw have always been really good in this matchup, too. I like them a lot. Hope he's going with Gorst. It's not even possible. It ain't even possible that we have the Gorst man. Okay. Get a couple of these. I love this build so much already. You think I'm going with Dragon Ogre Shaggus? Okay, okay. I'm seeing some people with the right answer. I think I see... No, do I see... No, actually... Kolek plus Nurgle healing 100%. Okay. Okay, that's fair. Do we want these guys? They're really, really pricey. Yeah. I think we can just bring some basic lads for the lad god here. And then we want to bring in some of these, because I think they'll be pretty sweet. Expensive, but powerful, for sure. Okay. Somehow Gorst has returned. Somehow, Gorst is returned. In this matchup, what would I want you to be of? Yeah, that looks... Oh, dude, I love this build so much already. It's so good and tasty. It's so good and tasty. Dragon Ogre ROR here is not bad. It's not bad. Something to consider. And then aside from that, we can bring maybe a couple of you, switch these out for this. We got 650 left. 650 in the back pocket. What the hell did happen here? Did I just... Oh, I accidentally just put that in my army. Okay. This is something that legit has not been seen in a long, long time. Like a really freaking long time. It is a lost technology that, you know, comes from the dark age of the Imperium. And we'll see if it works. We will see if it works. Okay. Is there any other items I want to bring here? I mean, I might as well go hard in the paint. What does that do? Okay, screw it. All right, boys. It's go time. Let's get it. Oh, God. 5 hell cannons? Okay, okay. Let's see, has anybody gotten this right yet? Has anybody guessed correctly? I don't think so, actually, no. Nobody has correctly guessed my lord, I don't think, unless I missed it. Okay, it's Kugath. I can't bring Kugath. Village? Village? No, it's not Village. Village is good. It would be good here, though, potentially. I'm going to check out Homeworld, actually. I didn't know it came out today, but I'm going to check it out after the stream. Yeah, nobody has gotten this right. Nobody. Not a single person. Nope, nobody, not one of you guys has gotten my lord correct. Let's see. Ready, good luck, have fun. Okay, so we're ready here. Let's go check on the website, make sure we're good. All the rounds are playing. Lord of Nurgle, Archie, no. Oh, man. Okay, let's see here. Let's let a couple more people guess. Okay, I've seen one person get it right. One person got it right. One person. There's only one of you guys who got it. Only one. Yeah, and we'll announce the winner once we load in. All right, it was Nep got it right. The Chaos Lord on the Dragon. Just the baseline Chaos Lord on the Dragon. We're playing the old world list. It's the Chaos Lord on Dragon. Yes. It was Nep was the first one to get it. Let's go, baby. Close. There was some people. Another guy had the Chaos Sorcerer, but no, we got the Lord. Knew it. Yeah. Let's go, baby. Archeon, but he has healing, so yeah. I'm excited to try Homeworld. Yeah, I was looking at that, but I forgot about it. Did I say generic? You did. Oh, you said generic Lord, but did you say on Dragon though? Because that's a very different thing. Is it considered bad form for new players? No, join. We want new players. You might lose your first game, but eventually it'll match you against opponents who are of your experience level. Oh, God, look how cool it is. Oh, let the Nurglings feast. And I brought him with like all his gear too. Why does he only have 7,000 HP on a Chaos Dragon? Is that normal for dragon characters? Aren't they usually tankier than that? Alright. Well, anyways, we also brought the Soul of Damnation because it's just freaking awesome. And so we're gonna like park it like by the tree here and then like guard it there. Yeah, cool. Why is his HP so low? Is that normal? Like, what is the HP on Imric? Chaos Dragons should have way more HP than that, right? I think so. That feels right, does it? Like, Karl Franz on Deathclaw now has 6,800. It's only like 600 more HP than a Griffin. Yeah, I don't know. It seems low. Imric is 8,400, so Imric has 1,000 more HP than this guy, huh? Wow, that's pretty wild. Warhammer 1 HP, yeah. He just like hasn't been used or updated since Warhammer 1, yeah. Yeah, that's basically it, huh? Alright, so he is going to tremble in despair at my unholy wrath here. So we're going to send 2 of you guys up there. And it's go time. Yeah, that's a really, really low amount of HP. Alright, so we're going to move you up. Get the Marauders going here. Get the Marauders going here. And we'll send the Severed Claw to start moving up this way. And we can get the Soul of Damnation to just park right here and turn off for now. Actually, you know what? We can start ripping shots here. Why the hell not? Okay, we got Horsemen coming out. Dragon Lord's on the way. Let's cut these guys off a little bit, and then these guys can throw a tiny bit. Soul of Damnation's gonna return the favor. Juke it a little bit, and then cool, here it comes. Oh, sending a message all day. All right. So now we can just gather them in a big gross blob. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Just grab all the points, and then you go over here and grab these ones. We have the Dragon Lord. Hey, Soul with a direct hit, baby. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, then. All right. That ain't bad. Let's get some Chaos Warriors. Some solid fighters over here, and then we go grab this 3rd point and just start raking in the freebies. All right, so we're going to go over this way, and then you guys can keep skirmishing here. We got the Chaos Sword on standby. This is a pretty fun little, like, Unga Bunga skirmish. I'm enjoying this. This is cool. All right. Yeah, the dreaded Warhammer 1 HP. Alright, so he's been forced back. The Hell Cannon giving us the edge in the dueling situation, right? And Severed Claw is going to get some Chaos Warrior support, which is going to make them very tanky. Okay, those guys kind of get smashed up a little bit. We're going to grab this. There's some Condom Wolves heading out there. Does he have any great weapons? It doesn't look like it. So let's get our Dragon character to go fight some Marauders here. Does he have any good quality infantry? Some Marauders with great weapons, I guess? Okay. Those guys going to get that point, and then they can just basically run away from it. Over here, let's get you guys chasing, and the Dragon's gonna go in. Oh, let the Dragon feast. All right, let's get the Severed Claw to screen, although it can definitely take on some basic Marauders. Let's go ahead and pop the sword, and if he's gonna try and come back here, we need to get our Sorcerer running up, and let's also get some Hellstriders of Slaanesh to make sure he doesn't like get back on my artillery here. So we're gonna get you guys dive here, if possible. You guys fight those Marauders. Dragon's gonna just be ravaging those units, hopefully, and you guys park here. Let the Condom Wolves decap on the other side. And now we have the Hellstriders of Slaanesh. Oh, what the hell? Oh, I literally just summoned them without noticing, right as he calls in a unit to troll me back there. Oh my god, okay. So that could have been really bad, actually, if I was you know, a little bit less unlucky there. But we probably do screen off his Hound units. So let's go ahead and get, I know this is really haggard, but we don't want to lose the Hell Cannon to this shit, so we're going to just drop a Rancid on them to make sure we win it. And Chaos Warriors go here. Chaos Sword's still Giga Chatting it, but he needs to run away, so let's get him back. And get back. Let the Chaos Sword pull back. You guys keep hammering here. Let's pull you around there. And what are we getting attacked by anyways? Oh, is it Wolfric? Okay, it's Wolfric, yeah. No problem. So the Hell Cannon is still going very well. We managed to shoot down 1 unit, so let's go ahead and switch on to this Marauder Champion unit right there. These guys are chasing, so let's pull you back. And the Beasts of Tashnar have been fully sated. All right, so now you know what? Why are we running? We could just turn and fight. It's fine. We'll use Fleshy Abundance. Oh, no, we need to make sure we're clicking the right unit. So did the Beast of Tashnar get hunted off? They did, so we're going to keep you guys up here on the side. And now the Dragon Chad is going to fight against Homeboy here, which I don't know how he's going to do. We'll have to see. But even still, we do have some mobility issues here. So let's come across, pull our Chaos characters, and the Dragon is trying his best. He gets a little bit of damage in there, but we probably want to retreat now a little bit. My opponent does have the side objectives. Value trading is kind of dodgy. Let's get you guys across here. And we need to get some breath attacks. So these are what? Marauders with great weapons, and then we got some Marauder champions over here. So let's just get along the side and use the Dragon Breath on these Marauder Champions right here. Just going to be outstanding. And keep harassing and hounding here. Oh, Chaos Knights of Khorne. Let's go. We're going to get more cool units. Let's get in there. And the Hell Cannon is shooting at what? These guys are Marauder Champions with great weapons too. Okay. So those guys got chased down. Let's get this guy to dive in here. Hellstrider's doing great work. Let's go this way. And we have some Marauders who just chased off into the Shadow Realm here. So we're going to try and just win the fight, basically. So let's pull back through here. Great. So he's going to get back. And now we can pull the Chaos Knights over here. I think we have enough in this particular fight that we're going to be okay. Although these Chaos Knights, oh my god, look at the Norscan Ice Trolls. They're just going to get buttered up. And then we can rear charge them with the Hound units too. That's going to be money, money, money. All right, so let's get some Forsaken running up. We need cap weight. We're massively behind on objectives, so that's a little bit scary. Let's get these Hellstriders to chase these guys. All right, let's pull back. And now we can go ahead and dive on the big man here. Chaos Knights. Oh, dude, look at the Chaos Knights of Khorne. They're just giving the dirty to those trolls. That is what I'm freaking talking about. So, Hell Cannon shots, what do we want to target? Currently, we can just try and finish off the Horseman, probably. We get the Dragon Lord hunting down your boy. Well, let's come back in here, and then we can use him to target the caster if we want to. We do have another breath attack, so let's get this breath and do it on these Marauders right here. And you guys pull up. And we need to start getting unsummons, and then we need to get some Marauders moving up towards the middle as well. All right, great. So I think the fighting is going pretty good. We get another breath attack right there. We could go after these. These are Marauder Champions or just basic Marauders? Okay, so we'll go after those guys. Hell Cannon looks to be pretty good. I don't think he's making any plays for it anymore. Let's run you back, do a little bit of unsummoning, and we can do this. Okay. Just keep javelining down the Condom Wolves. And these Chaos Knights of Khorne are just fighting so freaking hard here. Let's do Stand Your Ground and activate his Power Sword. And the Forsaken need to push up too. So we're going to be behind on points, but there will come a time when we can try and get this. Soul of Damnation. Let's target those healthy Marauders over here. And let's get some Chaos Warriors. I feel like we're winning that fight over there, so we can afford to start sending to the flanks, right? Oh, Chaos Dragon, baby. Let's go. Let's go. The Chaos Dragon is doing work. It's terror routing. It's causing all sorts of havoc. Soul of Damnation gets in there. Has a direct hit, which is awesome. Let's get some more Marauders. Yeah, we're eventually going to bunker bust him here, I'm pretty sure. These are Armored Condom Wolves. Let's pull back these Chaos Knights and get some like rear charges and whatnot. We'll keep you fighting here. Let's get these Chaos Knights back. Wolfric is nearby. And yeah, Soul of Damnation's doing work. We have Chaos Warriors arriving over there and another Marauder unit. And outstanding. All right. So can we get these guys down? Those Armored Condom Wolves? Maybe. I think I want to get the Chaos Knights around. The Severed Chads are still fighting on the point, by the way. They've only gotten 1,000 value, but still not bad. So let's fight Wolfric here. Let's go ahead and do another heal on the Dragon Man. And we can go ahead and just chase these guys off. Great. So Soul of Damnation is going to get compromised here, potentially. We get a couple Horsemen. Really well played. Caught me off guard. But I think we can defend it. I think we're going to come back and just sweep this up. In the meantime, more Marauders arriving. Chaos Warriors going to get up on that point. And we can also get some support here via these guys. All right. Let's make sure we hold on to it. And I think the backfield is going to be good. So now we just keep rampaging up onto the objectives. But, like, time is not on our side. It really isn't. So there's the Chaos Warriors and the Forsaken. We got Hound units coming across the board. Hopefully the Chaos Dragon will be able to do some work. Let's get you there and get these guys to come up and support. So we're going to go up there. Looking good. These Chaos Warriors, hopefully they can win their fight. They're going to get a little bit of Marauder Horseman support. We need to get a point to slow him down from cackling on us a little bit too hard. All right, so let's get back on the Soul of Damnation. And we can start shooting at the Beast of Tashnar. Sure, why not? Dude, Chaos Dragon, baby. Chaos frickin' Dragon. Let's go. So he's going to get a lot here. He might get there before I capture it. It's all good, though. We have good fighting power there. And then we could just use the Dragon to sweep across the board, basically. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Are these Marauders champions? No, they're not. Okay, so let's take our Dragon character to the middle. Unfortunately, here we do lose out on it. So well played. We can get another Horseman unit if we want to and get him up and just have him start javelining these dudes. Against those Hound units, let's come to the middle with the Dragon. And this objective is for sure going to be ours. Forsaken and company, let's get our character running. We do have another breath attack, so let's go ahead and do it right on the back of these guys to try and get a leadership break. Chaos Warriors fighting like absolute champions. As expected. So let's rotate to the middle now. I think we got this objective on lock. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for us. So now we need to just get these Chaos Warriors. This Lord, do we dive in and try and rout off the Beast of Tashnar? Just like an instant rout with terror? Could be the play. Alright. So are these horsemen on deathbed? I think they are. Yeah, we'll unsummon them. And you guys here, so they get routed instantly, which is great. So now let's move up on the objective, and you guys can go here and just javelin these guys down. Alright, so that point is going to be ours. Looks like we got it in our clutches. We can take the Chaos Knights over to the middle now to help out a little bit. Hell Cannon, shoot at these Marauder Horsemasters, and you guys will keep luring you back. You do get some Marauders with Great Weapons trying to creep in there, but now we're going to get some sustained fighting up. We don't have a lot of time. We got to hurry, but this Chaos Lord on the Dragon is actually not doing terribly. I'm happy with him so far. Pretty happy with it. Okay, so Hound units go dive there. On the flank, we have the Chaos Warriors being 3v1'd. Let's go see if the Lord and the Dragon can get some terror outs on those guys. Help out a little bit. You guys get back on the point. Nurgle Caster needs to be in range. And we can try and get you, actually, and just goon his Caster out. That wouldn't be a terrible idea. Alright, so let's actually goon the Caster. We'll charge here. That point's going to be ours. Let's jump over there. We got Bile Trolls cruising up. And the Dragon character, do we get the big punishment? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and use the Deadly Onslaught and the Aether Sword to hopefully get it done. So moving up on the point here, what's there to shoot? We can shoot at these guys, and as far as this goes, let's get some more Chaos Warriors. Sustained fighting, we have time. We have time, right? Condom Wolves here, should be able to drag them down. Oh, Chaos Lord, yes! Take him down. Come on, baby. Get him. And we got the Caster shaken up too. Nurgle characters coming in. Dude, the Alpha Chaos Lord. He's almost paid for himself too, which is pretty great. Another Soul of Damnation shot. Nothing to complain about. You guys just bash these guys. And aside from this, we do have some Hound units we can call up. Bile Trolls will win that fight pretty decisively. And yeah, man, that ain't bad at all. All right, so let's run interference. Do this. And Wulfric appears to be coming back in. Warriors are on their way up. And is there any speediness we can get there? There is. So let's get some capture weight. And some damage. Dude, Chaos Dragon. Dragon of Chaos. The most ultimate dragon. In tabletop, Chaos Dragons are like probably the strongest. He's trying something here. We can see some Marauder Champions coming, which is going to be a pain. But we need to come here and just bully this position if we can. These are Marauders, so we're going to go after Wulfric and try and chase him off. Nurgle Sorcerer needs to go there and help. Yeah, he needs to get up there. And we need to call in some good units now, too. Let's get the Bile Trolls over there. They'll actually help against some Marauder Champs, like, really, really well. And Wulfric is getting the wrath of the Chaos Dragon right now. Oh, yeah, let's go. And we get another Warrior arriving to the point. That should be good for us. We have Rancid. Are we heal capped with our Dragon Lord? Not quite. We're in the ballpark of it. All right, so you guys keep pulling back. We have Severed Claw here. Bile Trolls are going to go reinforce that point there. I could call in some speedy boys, but I think I need a little bit of sustained fighting power. So let's see if we can break this guy just with like leadership shenanigans real quick. Chaos Warriors have arrived. Javelins are coming in. Oh, Chaos Dragon. Let's go. How much values we got? 2,000. Oh, yeah. Just like tabletop. All right. So, yeah, we route those trolls. And now we just chase them down with the hounds, right? Spare the good units here. All right, so on the side point, we normally would be in trouble, but Bile Trolls will beat the brakes off those guys. It's going to be brutal. And let's call in another... wrong side. Should have called him in over there, but we got another Bile Troll on the way in now. Dragon Man is going to go here. We're going to do this. And you guys need to stay on the point. Cool, so those trolls are routed. And the caster there is very vulnerable too, but we want to chase down the trolls. Yeah, the champions will probably lose to the Bile Trolls there, I'm thinking. We do have a Rancid, so we can't overcast it, but if we can get in range to hit him with that, let's just keep waddling this way. Chaos Dragon. Yes, let's go. All right, he's out of range, though. It's a short range spell. It doesn't have a ton of range. I think we got this one. Bile Trolls can actually maneuver over here. That's going to be useful. And let's get some horsemen up there as well. Hell Cannon, is it out of ammo? It is, so let's unsummon that. And you guys come over here and support. Hounds keep chasing trolls. We don't want them coming back. And Wulfric is trying to escape. Let's go attack him with the horseman. He's about to get nailed by this Rancid Visitations, though. It's going to be a lot of damage. All right. I think we got this one. We got the triple cap. It was a good fight. We've had some really, really good games today. Really good matches. Bile Trolls being absolute raid bosses is great. We have a second one coming in. Unfortunately, their leadership is slightly shady. Let's call in a speedy cab just to give some support to the trolls. We can charge in with one unit, and you pull back. We got another troll unit here, and then you just javelin this guy. All right. So we're hunkered down here. Wulfric is getting hunted. The mighty Chaos Dragon, he endures. Let's unsummon and call in another Slaanesh Cavalry to move up and make sure the hounds don't do anything funny. They are the Beasts of Tashnar, though, but Bile Troll's doing really well here. Yeah, they debuff your opponent's stats pretty damn hard. Negative 6 MD is big. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. All right, so the Dragon Master is going to go this way. Should be safe in the middle. We have some hounds still chasing trolls down. Let's pull them back to the middle. That's a complete route over here, so I think we're okay. Let's head this way, and you can head down here. Do this and this. Hold up on the point here, and you come back this way. Dude, who would have thought the big dragon man would carry this? Look at him. Now that he has healing, that dragon would have been dead like twice over in the pre-patch, right? But now it's just such a different beast. Okay, so we got this one unlocked. Bile Trolls will take these champions to Pound Town. Severed Claw still going like absolute bosses. Let's get these guys all grouped up. Put them in group 1 and just maneuver in a big Death Star now. That's basically GG. He had a moment there, but yeah, the Chaos Lord, he paid for himself. 2,400, not bad. He definitely needs an HP look, though. That's such a low amount of HP for a Chaos Dragon. In tabletop, Chaos Dragons have, I think, at the most, they might even be tankier than Star Dragons. How much, can somebody check how much HP a Star Dragon has in this game? Somebody's got the game open? I'd be really curious. Oh yeah, that's it right now. Chaos Knights of Khorne were extremely clutch too. Without them, you know, I could have lost some positions here. So let's get on these, have you guys attack here. Against the Beast of Tashanar, Chaos Master go over there too. Let's unsummon this guy. Bile Troll's cleaning up, and I think it's time for the Slanesh. Where the hell did the Khorne Knights go? Why are they not back in the pool? I had some Khorne Chaos Knights. Is that a bug? I've never seen that before. Normally the Khorne Knights would reappear. Have you guys ever seen that before? Yeah. Yeah, Chaos Knights, Chaos Dragons have one more wound than Star Dragons in tabletop, which is a big deal actually. Yeah, we need to pay attention. Go back here. It's like looking at the rules while I was playing here. All right, let's charge in, support these guys, get the Slaneshi Cavalry to flank in, pull you guys this way. I'm ahead of him on points now, so he'd have to get the other objectives. 9,000? Wow, that's insane. I'm gonna bring that up with CA. That's like a big oversight. Yeah, the Chaos Dragons are just, that's really haggard. If he had 9,000 HP, you know, this character would be more viable. You'd be like, suddenly you'd be considering taking him. You'd be like, wait a second. This guy's got some, there they are on your bar, am I crazy? Chaos Knights of Khorne? Chaos Knights of Khorne, Chaos Knights of Khorne. Am I nuts? I am not seeing them on the bar. Maybe they're back now? Okay, they're back now. Yeah, they must have shattered and just took a really long path off the edge of the map. Okay. Yeah, that's good that it's not a bug. Okay, so these guys fight. Yeah, we're totally locked down here. Do some unsummoning. Some minor housekeeping. Yeah, because that's an easy fix. The Chaos Dragon having that much HP is really pathetic. Alright. And it'd be cool if Chaos had like a generic dragon character to use. That would be really fun, especially now that we have Fleshy Abundance. Yeah, 7,000, 7,444. Hang on. GG, well played to my opponent. Alright. I'm actually gonna go... I'm gonna go into the CA feedback section right now and type that. Reason wall Star Dragon has 9,444. In tabletop. To see him. The healing of Papa Nurgle couldn't handle it. Yeah, the healing got you. Well played, man. That was a good match. All right, I've officially complained about the Chaos Dragon. So up again. Right on, right on. And perfect. Let's see here. Yeah, it was fun, man. Let's see. So I have a Khorne mark. I have 2 Slanesh. Oh, do these things not count towards the marks? Bile Trolls? Are they supposed to be Mark of Nurgle? I saw somebody in Discord saying something about that. I personally don't have any chance of making it, so I don't give a shit about the outcome of this game, but I mean, I clearly nerfed myself by using a friggin' 3,000 gold Chaos Lord. Yeah. Are Bile Trolls supposed to be Mark of Nurgle? They don't have it in unit caps. It's very weird. Huh. Let me check here. So... yeah, that's strange. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know if they are. It's very weird. Bile Trolls were their. I thought Bile Trolls were their own thing. So did I. But I mean, yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, with the unit. So does the Chaos Knight count? And the Slanesh Riders 1, 2, 3, 4. But wait, the Nurgle character doesn't have the mark built into him. Okay, that's a bug. I'm gonna go report that right now. All right. So let me go to the Discord as well, and also Nurgle Sork on Walk doesn't cost Mark of Chaos. And what else? Are Bile Trolls supposed to have marks of Nurgle also? Or no? Are they base walk? Okay, cool. Yeah, so we just gave all that feedback. Yeah, I don't know about, I would understand, but he should definitely have a mark of Nurgle, this guy. He definitely should. I think it's a CA like missing it in the unit caps. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, so it's good to know. Good feedback. GG, well played. Okay, so let's go ahead and check this and see here. Marks used to be on the... Yeah, it's weird how it doesn't appear for that unit. Well, I sent all the feedback, so we'll see what they say. We will see what they say. Yeah, it's 4 marked units max, correct. Yeah, man. He is so bad. Dragon, 7.4k HP. Dragon, 9.4. Okay. So let's see how the rounds are looking. We got 1 game left to finish. Let me see if this is the case. Okay, so he would have a decent tiebreaker. He thought I was bringing Kolak. He didn't expect the Drake. Yeah, adding item number 750. Yeah. Yeah, they used to have the marks done correctly, but hopefully they'll fix that. Is there anything else while we're at it that I should report? Bile Trolls have their own unit cap. It doesn't have marks. These have mark of Slanesh, right? Units with a mark. This guy costs a mark. This guy should cost a mark. So we may have gone one over if the Nurgle Sorcerer should have it. It's such an easy thing to miss, though, when you're building your army. It's stupid. Stupid. Well, yeah, it is what it is. Okay. So Nurgle Sork doesn't have mark, but I think he should. So if you want, I can just give you the win. I don't care at all. I'm gonna offer my opponent the win if he wants it. You know, if he cares, he can totally have it. The thing is, yeah, it's yeah, if he wants to win in that match, he can have it, because yeah, it's 1 unit over. I don't think it would have made any difference whatsoever in the outcome of the game. I would have just brought regular Chaos Knights instead of Khorne Knights, and the outcome would have been the same, I think. But if he wants it, it's fine. I'll offer it to him. No, well, the Bile Trolls, we don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a... it's up to you. Up to you. I'm offering it to him, whatever he wants to do. Depends if he wants to... Would he be able to make top 4 anyways? I don't think so. Oh, no, he wouldn't make top 4 anyways. You wouldn't make top 4 anyways. I'll change it after tourney. Okay. Sounds good. All right, perfect. So it wouldn't change this guy's placement in the tourney, but if he wants the W on his record for posterity, I'll give it to him. But yeah, it's fine. So after the tournament, I'll fix that. So top 4 is almost decided. We have Noctrum versus Serkia. That's like so lame though. Yeah, it's like such an easy thing to miss. So how would you, yeah, are the Bile Trolls supposed to be marked? Or are they not? I don't know. I feel like they would be, but maybe not. What would be some other examples? Rot Knights? Yeah, see, Rot Knights also don't have marks of chaos. Check this out. So Rot Knights do not have Nurgle marks either. So you could make that same mistake. But look at this also, guys. The Cockatrice, even though it came with Tzeentch, doesn't have a Tzeentch mark. And the Mutalith Beast, which also came with Tzeentch, does not have the mark of Tzeentch. So it makes me think that the Bile Trolls maybe aren't supposed to have it. The only thing would be the Nurgle Sorcerer That would have been a misbuild there. Yeah. It's weird. Who the hell knows? Are Mutalith Beasts supposed to have Mark of Tzeentch? Is that a bug too? Or are they, because it came with the Tzeentch roster and the Cockatrice? I have no idea. What a weird situation. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't affect the tournament. Still was a really, really good match. You got to see the Chaos Lord being a Chad. And, you know, I think if they buff this Chaos Lord's HP up to like 9,000, okay, which is reasonable, it's a character mounted on a dragon. It's still less than a Star Dragon. Maybe 8,800, 8,400, right? An extra 1,000 HP on this Chaos Lord. I think that, I think he could be viable. You could see him being played like bare bones. You would just bring him like this. Probably just bare bones. Like Chaos Lord 2,300, like a tanky fighter with breath attacks on Chaos. I don't think that's bad at all. All right. That's kind of fun. Just Chaos Animals, yes. Okay. So how are we looking? The scores are looking good. We have one game left to finish. Our top 4 is being decided. The hardening Cockatrice. I love it. Yeah, I reported all those bugs to CA. For sure. Turin awarding himself the Galrosh bounty. Yeah, we got the... No, the Galrosh bounty has to be on the top 4. Yeah. There is a bounty for winning with a Chaos Dragon in top 4, which we were kind of close to doing, actually. But not quite there. Not quite there. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's check this out. Okay. Okay, perfect. And we're all good. We are all good. No problem. Yeah, somebody's saying they forgot to report their score. We've just been sitting here waiting for them. That's pretty hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. The Bile Trolls are a weird one. Like, I mean, honestly, Armored Chaos Trolls are like maybe even better than Bile Trolls. So it's not a huge deal. Like Armored Chaos Trolls, if you compare their stats, right? So we have the Humble Bile Troll. Where is that? And then we have the Armored Chaos Troll. Okay, so where is he? Armored Chaos Troll costs 150 less. It has 50 more armor. But the Bile Troll does have the debuff, more HP. I don't know. Yeah, for the 150, like, it's not... Wait, Bile Trolls have 50 leadership. Oh, they have 50 leadership, too. 5 extra leadership is actually a big deal. Yeah, arguably the Bile Troll might be slightly better, but it's like a negligible difference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's negligible. Yeah, Throg would have been good there. He would have been very good. Although, fire damage, does the Dragon Lord do fire? I don't know if he does. Okay, so we're just waiting on Serkia and Noctrum. Yeah, and the MD, but Bile Troll's offensive output is a little bit worse, but they hit harder. I think the Bile Troll's probably better, but it is 150 more. Remember this. All right, so we got our top 4. It's Catholic, Blood Penguin, Hadries, and Serkia. Very, very good stuff. And yeah, so we're going to advance the top 4. Let's do it to it. Okay, let's do it. So let me go down here and find it. Looking, tournament chat. Goblins. Thank you all, Goblins, for playing. We have our top 4 now, so we're going to advance the top 4. So it's going to be Serkia, Hadries, Blood Penguin, and Catholic are going to be getting it. Yeah, I don't know. Bile Trolls, 5 extra leadership is a big deal on a troll. That's a big deal. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so Serkia is going to be advancing here to the top 4, and now we advance to the top 4. All right. Hadries is playing Hiles. We'll for sure watch him. All right. So top 4 is live. Thank you everyone who played today. Hopefully some of you new players had some fun and maybe learned a little bit watching some of the shenanigans and the Chaos Dragon. That was very fun to use him. So we have Blood Penguin versus Serkia. Blood Penguin versus Serkia. And then we have Hadries versus good luck. I will cast. So let's see what the matchups are. Okay. So I need to go ahead and check this. Okay, where are the matchups? So SFT declaration is going to be... Yeah, what is Catholic playing? Is he playing an elf? Oh, it's Tomb Kings versus High Elves. Oh, we're watching that for sure. What the hell? A High Elf? Hadries, lobby code, please. All right, so we're going to watch this game. Hopefully it's not laggy. Perfect. High Elves versus Tomb Kings. Let's go. And it looks like I'm stuck playing Coast next time. There goes my chances of winning. We'll take it, though. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings trolls are really good. They're awesome. Yeah. Peter Jackson's, the aesthetics of his Lord of the Rings was amazing. God, don't get me onto another Rings of Power rant. Oh, God, I hated Rings of Power. I tried so hard to like it. It's just so bad. It's just so bad. All right, so Hadri's getting the lobby code. This is going to be fun, man. I'm excited to see what he's cooking up here. High Elves... Oh, does he not have a code on his? He should have a password on it, so I shouldn't be able to get in there. We'll see. Wait, isn't Catholic playing against him? Or are they in a different lobby? I think he's in the other lobby. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So I think it's this one. We're going to spectate this. And good luck, have fun. I believe in you with Coast. It's not impossible. That's for sure. All right. Let's get it. And let's see what we got. That was my tiebreaker, by the way. So let's see how close I could have come to actually qualifying here. So we're going to go to the tourney here and look. Okay, news. Let's do that and then go here. Jacob, appreciate the kind words. But Rings had some good stuff. Actually, it was so bad. So terrible. Okay, so yeah, if our guy didn't drop and he won his next 3 games, we could have potentially, now we would have probably just been number 5 here. Yeah, so our odds, we were close, but not quite. Close, but no cigar. Wheel of Time was another one that was really haggard. That was just jank in my opinion. It's like the most generic fantasy. Oh, it's just awful. Fallout, though, that show is amazing. They did a great job with Fallout. That was really, really fun. I heard House of the Dragon was good. I never watched it. I haven't watched it yet, but Rings of Power, the most expensive fan fiction ever created. I know, it's insane. Yeah, Rings of Power, Wheel of Time. A lot of those, oh yeah, a lot of fantasy shows are definitely sucking pretty bad these days. No, Professor Pone with the enjoyed Rings of Power gang? No! Yeah, the Fallout show was amazing. I loved it. It was really good. It was really good. Yeah, but no, Rings of Power, I just can't do it. It's so bad. Oh, God. Oh, so awful. When I think about it, I just get sad at what could have been, right? Because Amazon did Fallout too, right? Imagine if like we got a Lord of the Rings show on the caliber of like the Fallout show, where it's like, you know, more true to the source material and the casting is actually good. Like, how could the casting in Rings of Power be so awful with that budget, you know? They could have had anyone, you know? They could have had anyone. The casting was terrible. The plot was terrible. The props were terrible. Now, one thing that was good about Rings of Power in some ways was the... some of the sets were really cool. Like, the big scenic shots of, like, Numenor. And they had some nice scenic shots, I would say. The Halo show? I haven't seen the Halo show. I heard bad things, though. Did you hear about the new Gollum movie? Yeah, aren't they doing a new Gollum, like a Gollum movie in 2026? So it's coming out in like 2 years, 3 years? Yeah. I have no idea. The armor looks plastic. It did. It looked like the armor in Rings of Power looked like the stuff you buy at like Spirit Halloween. Those like plastic like breastplates, you know, that like 8-year-olds wear. It was so awful. God, the aesthetic was terrible. Like looking at the practical effects and the armor and costuming of the Peter Jackson original trilogy, it's so good. Like the Gondorian armor is awesome. The orc armor looks great. It's just, but now you just get these like, oh, it's so bad. The Hobbit trilogy, If I had to choose between the Hobbit trilogy and Rings of Power, I would take the Hobbit trilogy all day. I know the Hobbit trilogy was pretty haggard, but at least you got to see old Gandalf back at it again. You know, that was fun. Seeing Ian McKellen playing Gandalf was worth it for me. And the one scene in the Hobbit trilogy when the dwarves are singing around the fireplace, that like far over the mist, that song, that one scene was better than the entire Rings of Power. It makes up for everything. That was like the coolest scene ever. When the dwarves are all like sitting around the fireplace, like with that contemplative song, you know? Oh, and the harmonizing of their like bassy voices. It's so cool. That was worth like every penny. And Smaug was kind of fun too. Like Benedict Cumberbatch's Smaug was pretty good too. Yeah, so I would take The Hobbit over the Rings of Power any day of the week. Yeah. Just my 2 cents. I'll wait for other seasons of Rings of Power to make that call. Yeah. Yeah, Bilbo was good. Yeah. Steve, whatever, something Martin is his name. He was pretty good. Yeah. That got me hyped for the Hobbit movies. When that trailer first came out with that like song playing and the dwarves singing, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so good. And then we're like, oh god, the scene where the dwarves are like in the barrels going down the river, like doing backflips and surviving the most like ridiculous situations was like, oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher Lee too. He was great. I actually like the scene where you get the council fighting the Nazgul at the cliff top. Not cliff top, whatever the hell it was. Yeah, you had like Galadriel and Saruman and the whole crew fighting off the Nazgul. I like that scene. It was a little campy, but I thought it was fun. All right, guys. So here we are. Let's take a look here at the forces of Hadri's coming in with the new and improved Eltharion, baby. Let's go. So Eltharion the Grim, massively buffed. He has healing and Soul Quench for sniping, but more importantly, his Mistwalker Barrage actually does good damage now. So you can go and fight like an infantry unit, cavalry unit, and the Mistwalker Barrage is going to be doing some good work. Aside from that, we got Dragon Princes and Silver Helms with Rangers in the back, and it is going to be 4 Rangers in total. So Rangers will trade very well into Tomb King's Chaff, but obviously you're going to be vulnerable against chariots, cavalry charges, and missiles, but we'll see how they do. I like the build so far, though. Really, really fun to see Eltharion and his Frostheart Phoenix buddy. That's a pretty nasty little goon squad. Now, looking at the forces of Catholic on the other side, Catholic going to be rocking the Ushabti Great Bows to try and shoot against SCs. DJ Kotzep going to be cackling in the corner and stroking his rod. He's got Jaff's Incantation of Cursed Blades and Incantation of Vengeance, which is fun. And aside from that, he's got a big contingent of spears and skeleton boys hiding in the tree line with a Screaming Beam Catapult and the Sepulchral Stalkers. Now, these things are great, really good against large. They have their laser beams so they can shoot at flying targets. And if they come down and get attacked, they have their anti-large halberds to fight them off. So really, really nice unit for defending against monsters. I wish they were good in tabletop. Unfortunately, the Sepulchral Stalkers are probably the worst unit on the Tomb King's roster in tabletop. One of the worst units. They're very, very mediocre, but they look super damn cool. Dol Guldur, thank you. Yes, that was it. But yeah, pretty fun stuff. This is what happens when you ban the sweaty, degenerate Kislev from tournaments. You actually get fun and dynamic matchups that you don't see terribly often. So here we are. And yeah, Eltharion, he's going to be bombarding with that Mistwalker Barrage. I love that he's a more High Elf Carl Franz. He's like my favorite High Elf character of the whole bunch. I think he's so cool. So yeah, hyped to see the elves in action. So here they come, the Frostheart Phoenix and Eltharion going to be looking for prey. Together, they could probably take on the Eyes of the Desert. If they like 2v1 them together. The Frostheart does have some nice auras, if I'm not mistaken. He does have the Blizzard aura, which lowers base damage by 12%, which isn't bad, and lowers MD. And on top of that, he does have the ward save. So yeah, the aura is really, really nice. So this one's good. It lowers speed, MD, and if you're going to be blobbing, some high elf SEs together, that's going to be great. So Dragon Princes camping up in the trees, and immediately you already see the Illyrian Reaver Archers moving out here. So here they come, jumping up on objective number Dos. More Rangers going to be hustling up here. And what do we have in the trees here for the Tomb Kings? We have some spears, and we have some Nehekar Warriors. Okay, so they're going to come and try and grab objective 1. In the meantime, Hadri's does not know about the Sepulchral Stalkers here for Catholic. He is moving towards the catapult. The Catholic emerges with the Ushabti Great Bows, and immediately we're going to see Hadri start juking here, so he starts dodging back and forth, as the Great Bows are going to be unleashing a torrent of fire. Up here, we do see the Illyrian Reaver Archers. Another thing I like about New Domination is how relevant skirmishers are now for playing the objectives in the beginning. I think that's a lot of fun, and we do see the objective getting grabbed here You know, Eltharion jumping in on these skeletons, he could probably crumble them really quickly. If he takes the Frostheart Phoenix and just jumps on them and gets his Mistwalker Barrage, he might be able to cause some big havoc. Now on the side, we do get the Silver Helms and the Dragon Princes preparing to battle. Hadri's not aware of Catholic's Stalkers yet, so the Sepulchral Stalkers have taken perch on Objective 3, and probably will be getting some very cost-effective shots here soon, as Hadri's is basically all in on Rangers. Right now, he's basically just using his Illyrian Horse Archers to mitigate the capture, and what is Eltharion the Grim going to do in the Phoenix? Oh my god, they're flying up and over, and I guess they're going to jump on the catapult. We do see Catholic running the catapult into the trees. Hadri's going to jump in with the Phoenix anyways. A very risky play from Hadri's, but he does manage to get on top of the catapult, and Eltharion is coming. He's flying all the way up and over. While up on the objective, it is going to be Rangers into the Skeleton Spears, which will be very cost-effective for the Elven Rangers, especially since there are 3 of them. And a couple of these Illyrian Reavers going to be circling around the back to help, while the Dragon Princes, no, Silver Helms, overwhelm the Nakar Warriors. And Hadri's going to get in here, the King of the Elves. Illyrian Reavers, man, look at him. He gets a nice engagement against the Ushapti Great Bows, and is also going to be getting in there with High Elf Karl Franz. So Eltharion the Grim getting a beautiful, man, beautiful shock damage. Look at that, that's big. And the Frostheart Phoenix is going pretty deep here on the Screaming Skull Catapult, but there are elite halberds on it. We do have the Tomb Guard with halberds, and they're very, very good against monsters, right? So they can grind them down if they sit in combat there. Ushapti Great Bows get beat up, but not the end of the world. We see Eltharion's Mistwalker Barrage come. It actually does a little bit of damage against some of those guys. But the Reavers are forced back, and on the objective here, we do see it being owned by Tomb Kings, but Rangers have arrived and are killing those skeletons slowly. Fighting up on this point, we do see the Rangers in pretty good numbers, but Tomb Guard will trade well into Rangers. Tomb Guard are like another category of unit quality, that's for sure. A little bit of lag here. Hopefully it'll subside in a second. Looks like it does. We have players connecting. I believe Catholic lives in Germany, and Hadri's on the East Coast and me on the West Coast. So I'm surprised it's not lagging worse, to be honest. So Apotheosis popped on the Frostheart Phoenix, and now it's going to be jumping back over to the catapult. Going to be making a big effort to try and shut that down. Hell yeah, dude. Eltharion the Grim. Oh, yeah. Pile Franz getting in there, baby. He needs to get right into the center mass of these units to make sure that he gets his Mistwalker Barrage. It's going to come down here. I don't know like the angle at which it shoots, but he's going after Kotep, which is not a bad idea. Kotep is very vulnerable right now, guys. And Kotep is getting whooped on pretty damn hard. So there's the Mistwalker Barrage, and it comes in and does a little bit of damage against the spears. Kotep is down to about 75%, and Eltharion is hot on his tail with the Fang Sword popped. That's going to give him some nice little stat buffs. Here we do see the Skeleton Horsemen being outmaneuvered by the Dragon Princes and a second unit of Princes. Chariots being called in for Catholic. Meanwhile, in the back, we do see the Catapult being slowly taken offline by this Frostheart Phoenix. Its leadership is 10, and that Phoenix of Hadri is doing very, very good work. Oh, the Druid Sandstorm from Kotep, though, not bad at all. Goes to the Rangers, but ends up friendly firing the Tomb Guard even more. Okay, so DJ Kotep certainly regretting that one, while Rangers do struggle to deal with the durability of the Tomb Guard here in this very, very close match. Mistwalker's Barrage, a little bit of extra damage against the Tomb Guard. He's not right on top of them, but even still, it did do some good work. And we do see the Sepulchral Stalkers ripping shots into Eltharion the Grim. He does have some healing, but he needs some cavalry support. Meanwhile, on the backside, we see Dragon Princes as well as Rangers overwhelming the back point here. So this is going to be the end of these Nakar Warriors for sure. They're fighting some very elite elves. Halberds are on their way in, but these Halberds would probably lose too. Meanwhile, Frostheart Phoenix almost has that catapult down, but it hasn't quite gotten the job done. I think for Hadri's, maybe switching the bird onto the Ushapti Great Bows here would probably be a bit of a safer play. Eltharion attacking into the eyes of the desert, but he doesn't have too much support. He's going to want to get out of here probably. Looks like he moves across to help out some of the Rangers. Warriors are kind of low, but overall the Tomb Kings are able to outgrind the Elves on the side here. We do see the Rangers starting to break here at 6 leadership, and these ones are wavering too. As we get Lion Chariots of Grace being called in to deal with some of the infantry, Eltharion the Grim, he could just make a play for this back objective, which I think wouldn't be a bad idea by any stretch. And it looks like the bird is going to come back. Hadri's given up on the catapult for now. It was a good idea initially, but at the end of the day, it just was too hard with those Tomb Guard Halberds defending it. It just couldn't get it done. So Eltharion going to be using a Soul Quench, it looks like. I think he's going to be casting Soul Quench, but he keeps getting staggered by those. And oh, big Soul Quench on Kotep there. So Kotep gets nailed, and we are going to see the big pigeon coming in. So the Frostheart Phoenix looking to attack Grand Hierophant Kotep. Meanwhile, the Lion Chariots of Grace actually entangling against the Sepulchral Stalkers there. They're going to take some halberd damage, but killing the Tomb King's Lord is going to be good. The Frostheart Phoenix gets in here, big, big damage. And he's going to crumble down probably. He's like, I'm too weak, help me. He's totally walking like he's crumbling too. And down goes Kotep. So the entire Tomb King's army, and just like in Tabletop, what happens to Tomb Kings is if your Lord dies, not your Lord, but your Hierophant, so your highest level mage, if he dies, your entire army starts to crumble, which is pretty tough. It's pretty tough for sure. So Eltharion and company, now the Phoenix is spreading its aura back here. The Lion Chariots as well as Dragon Prince is screaming across. Back objective is still owned by the Tomb Kings. It looks like their chariot did come in and was able to rout the Rangers off. In the meantime, though, Hadri's is behind on points by a bit, but has plenty of time to get this back. Still very, very tight here as we see more fast cavalry coming in, and the Sepulchral Stalkers are being crumbled down as well. So their HP is going to be diminishing here. And we do see the Mistwalker's Barrage coming in, landing a little bit of damage. The only buff that Eltharion got is his Mistwalker Barrage. So he's not that much different than before, but he's a lot better. He's very fair now. He's decent. 2,000 value on Eltharion, not bad at all. So a couple Reavers do intercept the Skeleton Chariots here. Catholic going to be trying to micro those things away, but they're probably going to crumble. Their leadership and armor is, well, their armor is decent, but their MD is low. So all these Dragon Princes and Cavalry units are going to be connecting very, very well. Elves need some good fighting, pressure here. It looks like they got some Spearmen coming up, but Eltharion and the Cavalry and the Narnia Cavalry, or the Narnia Chariots, are doing great work. And we see the Mistwalker Barrage coming in again, and currently he's up to 2,200 value, so 200 more value since we last looked. Tomb Guard Halberds for Catholic have arrived. I think for Hadri's, probably the best game plan is going to be hunkering down on Objective 3 and using her SEs to eventually win that fight. Tomb Kings are pretty good at these blob fights and grinding you down. Looking at the value, we do see Catholic is up on value. Both sides do have access to healing, but crumbling is not taken into account when you look at the value meter right there, so you need to watch out for that. We do see the Skeleton Chariot starting to crumble here. A couple Rangers of Hadri's moving back onto the point. And Reavers are going to try and slip through and get on top of the Great Bows. Mistwalker Barrage, definitely need to get that on top of the Halberds if you can. So Spearmen and Rahagri's Pride, the War Lions of Krace, are actually on their way up. Okay, so going to be some decent stopping power. Sepulchral Stalkers crumbling. Ushabti unit is going to be next. Eltharion and his Phoenix Pet seem to be doing very, very well. And the Ushabti Great Bows are temporarily offline. Reaver's not going to last much longer, though, and Kotep has been called back out. So Kotep has been arisen, so they succeeded on his Arise roll, and Kotep has risen from the dust, from the tombs. Lore friendly for sure. Well, Kotep is technically not dead. He's a mortuary priest, so they live forever, but they just look all decrepit because they wither away. They still waste away, but they use magic to try and hold on. Spearmen have arrived. Rahagri's Pride tearing it up. This objective looks like it could be flipping to Hadri's here. We see a character. It's going to be a Necrotect on the Chariot, which is a pretty respectable fighter actually because of the Burning Vambraces item. But it's no match for Eltharion. Eltharion is a big, duelist. No, I wouldn't say duelist, more of a generalist, but he's got 2,600 value so far. He's doing great. And the Frostheart Phoenix is also debuffing the stats of these units. Elves got some spears coming in. Hadri's definitely needed to unsummon more Rangers. I think that he has a lot of low health Rangers, so he doesn't have a lot of infantry call-ins, is a bit of a problem he's having. Currently, Hadri's at 1450. Is he going to be saving for Princes? He's banking a lot of resources right now. We need to see some call-ins for him, for sure. So Lion Chariot's getting into the Tomb Guard Halberds, but Tomb Guard Halberds are just giga-chatting it in the back. What do we have being called in? It's going to be Dragon Princes for Hadri's. It's a big, heavy shot cavalry. He could go threaten the side point. Meanwhile, this one is looking pretty good for the Elves. They do have the Spearmen with the Rahagri's Pride and the remnants of the Rangers. Look at that, the Mighty Roar lowering the leadership of these Tomb Guard. Not that it matters too much at this point, but if it were closer, it would. And we do see Eltharion a little bit surrounded here by Tomb Guard Halberds, but the Mistwalker's Barrage comes in, and you could see respectable damage, right? Normally he would struggle to get through these Halberds, but that is a constant proc that's going to be going down. Eltharion is very trapped up, though. This could be the turning of the tide. We're going to have to see if Catholic ends up winning this fight and routing Eltharion and the bird here. That could be an absolute disaster for Hadri's. Now, where are his Dragon Princes? So they charge straight into the front, eating catapult fire, which is tough. Hadri's definitely needs some infantry killing power or something. He's having a lot of problems getting through the Tomb Guard. And we do see Eltharion the Grim getting tied up here. He's at 22 leadership. And on the backside, we do see a ninja attempt. So some Reaver Cavalry do come in and crumble down these Skeleton Chariots. And next, they'll be able to probably win that 2v1. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Oh, the Sandstorm from Kotep. It's just like one of my recent tabletop games. Just the big leadership bomb with the Vortex. Wow. That nails the Dragon Princes and the Spearmen, and that catapult in the back line still shooting. Oh, Hadri's could have shut it down. He doesn't notice this. Okay, he notices now, and he's going to be running across, but that catapult may have already done enough damage to do him in. Eltharion does get away. The Frostheart Phoenix did it rout. It looks like it may have actually died. And the Tomb King's grind is really starting to get in there, as he does manage to get on those Ushabti Great Bows. It looks like Mistwalker Barrage does actually some decent damage against Monsters Infantry, but we do see Eltharion the Grim sitting at 1200 HP. Does he have Apotheosis? The catapult is finally taken offline, so that feels pretty good for old Hadri's there, but I think Catholic is going to pull this game out. It was a really back-and-forth game. It just came down to the mid-game, and the High Elves not having enough pushing power to get through the infantry, right? I don't know how you would remedy that. Probably you just need to get some Silverins in there for holding power of your own. We do see Eltharion in the Grim with the Fang Sword popped. He's duking it out like an absolute Chad. He really, really needs an Apotheosis right now. He really needs one. 951. Kotep's going to come in. He crumbles another unit. Dude, Eltharion is 3,700 value. What a Chad. He's fighting hard. But it looks like he's not grim enough, and he is going to get broken here. On the backside, we do see some fast cav coming in. Skeleton Spears and Nekar Warriors are holding down that point, and he needs to save Eltharion, basically. If he loses Eltharion, he's going to be in big danger. So we got 2 Reavers here. A lot of Tomb Kings. I think his best bet would be to play this back objective here. We do get more Silver Helms being called in, more heavy cavalry. But the Tomb Kings have like a pretty good core of halberds, honestly. I think Eltharion will come back. He's got 452 HP, but here he comes. Man, good performance. 3,700 value. That's awesome to see. That's really, really awesome to see. Yeah, Catholic is very far ahead on value, but the Elves do have some healing too. So it's not, and it doesn't include crumbling, like I said. And there has been a lot of crumbling, right? The Dragon Prince is moving in. Reavers could come around the back. If the Reavers came here, man, if Eltharion and that Phoenix didn't get trapped up there, I would still think Hadri's had a chance. But they got so beat up there that I think it was a little bit too much. But honestly, a really, really admirable performance from Hadri's. Really good play. And super steady play from Catholic. Catholic is steady. Didn't make too many mistakes. Very methodical. The only mistake he maybe made was overextending Kotep to get killed the first time. But aside from that, Catholic has been maneuvering very well, moving his characters around. And yeah, I love seeing Eltharion be good, because now the Elves have 2 viable lords. You have well, a couple. Like Teclis is good, Imric is good, Eltharion is good. You know, Elithanar are probably still kind of haggard, but honestly, like, Elves have a really good range of lords, all of which are good and different. You know, Imric's good for more pressure builds, and he's got the breath attacks and the map wide buff. But Eltharion is your mage, and honestly can do some good work as well. So Dragon Prince is preparing to march on the sides, maybe running into the Tomb Guard here, but I don't think Hadri's is going to have enough time. It looks like the Tomb Kings have reformed their ranks, and yeah, it is a tricksy one. Tricksy hobbits indeed. More Rangers coming in. Maybe you need like Swordmasters. That seems weird though. No, probably not, because the catapults will just wreck them so hard. Eltharion's going to go for like one last stand here. He does get healed up quite a bit. He's going to be getting attacked. If he could kill that Necrotech before the Necrotech gives him the dirty here. Necrotech does make contact. Eltharion's trying to get in. I think you just sound the horns of war and get a full surround. So you come around from all sides. So the Elves go in for one last hoorah. Eltharion really needs to hold. He needs to be extra grim right now. He does get a nice bombardment there, nailing a lot of the units. Sepulchral Stalkers, though, from the side. Really nice shot. They're in the tree line, and they're able to rip a massive amount of shots into Eltharion, and he does not take those well. Those gazes are doing very good, and they're going to be ripping another one, and Eltharion does fall. GG, well played. Hadri's going for one last hoorah here, and he did some good damage on the way out, but the objective does get stabilized by the Tomb King's infantry, and the back objective is going to be taken as well. Man, that was, yeah, Larry is good too, actually. Yeah, Larry's good. That was a really good game, man. Both players played well. It was super fun to watch. Cool to see some off-meta matchups coming in, right? Because that's like a matchup you would probably never see in a regular tournament. So, yeah, that's what's cool about SFTs. All right. Let's get it. And where are we at? So, looking at the value, Kotep had some insane vortexes that game. He had like 3 or 4 vortexes that just nuked the princes. Oh my god, Sepulchral Stalkers carried that game too. 3,800. Okay, they did a ton of damage, Jesus. Great Bows did good as well, and Van Brace's character did good. But yeah, so for Catholic, look at the value on these units. These 3 units really backbone that army. For Hadri's, High Elf Batman did really good. 4,000 value on him. The Arcane Bird, yeah, it was tough. He went for the catapult in the beginning of the game, right? And he got it like close to crumbling a couple times, but couldn't quite get there. Maybe if the bird had been like helping goon things earlier, maybe. But honestly, it was a really well played game by both players, man. That was really fun. I loved it. The Dragon Princes suffered. They didn't do very well. But yeah, a good attempt for sure. A good attempt. All right, guys. That's it. GG. Well played. Both players played an awesome game. And now we're going to be jumping on to the grand final. So let's go see who won the first round here on the other side. That was a very long, close game. Well played, Hadri's. You played really good, man. And I doubt that's a match you've practiced, right? So that was like kind of one of your first times getting into it. I think if you practiced, if you had more reps on that, you know, it'd be a bit of a different beast, right? So you played very well, Hadri's. Hold your head up high, dude. Elves are not an easy faction to win with, and you got really far and did really well. So GG, dude. Dude, Eltharion though, man. That was crazy. That was crazy good. All right, so we got Catholic versus Blood Penguin, 2 very, very good players. So let me find him. Catholic. And then we have Blood Penguin also. All right, so we got these players in here. Let's get it. Let's have some fun. Hadri says, this is my first time playing High Elves this year. Yeah, so don't beat yourself up, dude. Seriously, you're just winging it and you still almost won. You know, he's probably very practiced on Tomb Kings and you're just playing High Elves for fun. You did great. Yeah, Eltharian's great. Yeah, that Mistwalker Barrage does good damage. It's not like, it doesn't feel OP to me, but it's like good steady value that is rewarded by good micro. So it's fun to see that. Okay, so the map for this is going to be what? Blood Penguin should be on the way over. And do we have the map here? We do. Description is going to be Chateau de Roquefort, one of our lovely maps. Shout out to all of our map makers keeping the community alive. So we got Plague Penguin versus Tomb Kings with Catholic. I don't know what Penguin's playing, but the map is set. Eltharion is good on horseback. Yeah, what about Foot Eltharion against like dwarves? Oh yeah, dude. Foot Tharion against Dowie, just like bombarding their infantry. Although he would be susceptible to being killed by like a good fighter. Bretonnia versus, hey, we have the old world launch matchup. So it's Tomb Kings versus Bretonnia, I think. Oh, that's fun. And the Bretonians are defending their wine vineyards at Chateau de Roquefort. That's fun. For the ladies, Grand Final, it's just best of one. These tournaments are designed to be fast and more casual. They're still count towards leaderboard because it obviously takes a lot of skill and effort to win. And players have full agency. That's usually how I determine it, right? If the players have full agency. Now, I wonder about having a tabletop tournament count towards leaderboard. Probably not. That's such a different format. Like where you come with a pre-built army, that would be kind of fun. He's finally better than Franz. It as much as it pains me to say it, he probably is better than Karl Franz, yeah. Franz is like a slightly better fighter, but it's Eltharion, you get your mage and everything in one whole package. But yeah, a lot of off-meta factions can play when the top 3 are banned out at least. Yeah, I think banning top 3. Like, if Empire gets a land ship, nerf, and a Hawkland maybe cost increase and Elspeth's breath is fixed, and then you limit pigeon bombs, or like a couple, you know, I think they're going to be fine. They probably wouldn't require a ban. Empire is like close to being not bad, but the Zeech Grinder is really oppressive, and Kislev is just stupid. Kislev is just like, everything is stronger and better than you. They're just like, we have everything you do, but better, you know? That's Kislev in a nutshell. Map bans, yeah, you want those map bans. What were you playing today? Serkia? Hey, that's not bad, Neb. Yeah, the Tomb Kings want those Grail relic bones to repair their haggard, crumbling skeletons. That's right. I was painting some Tomb Kings last night, basting them up. My wife came up with a really nice desert kind of paste that she made. It's really good for them. All right. Cool. And yeah. A tabletop tourney would be fun though. I think I'd be down to do that. CA has confirmed. I sent them pretty much all the basic issues with Empire and the other factions, and they've confirmed the receipt, and it seems that they agreed with most of the stuff, so I'm hoping we'll get it soon-ish. I don't know how soon that will be. I would imagine they're going to at least hammer the Thunder Barge very quickly, but I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, Kislev is just kind of... Kislev can only be played against Thunder Barge. Kislev would probably honestly beat a Thunder Barge. They would find a way. They would just go double Little Grom and just kill it and be like... On a super long distance map, Spawn versus Bretonnia. Let's see, what do you see? Grand Cathay? Well, yeah, Grand Cathay is gonna... Yeah. Grand Cathay is a funky one. The problem with like map bans, I guess map bans are fast. Like my only apprehension about doing map bans is like I want players to do their armies and start their games. Like that's why I like SFTs for like more frequent events, because they're just faster. And dude, like I love the 3x3 format for competitive, like the Pinnacle, but it's the amount of time people take in that, it's unholy. It's straight up unholy. So from a streaming perspective, it's like it's pretty miserable sometimes. Yeah. Yes. Let's go, baby. Tomb Kings are ready. Tomb Kings Bretonnia. How are they both doing? They both seem like very fair factions to me, right? So let's go here. So Tomb Kings are sitting at a 45% win rate, but it's like very little sample size. So that's really good. Bretonia, on the other hand, is sitting at 58%. Well, that's pretty good. Bretonia is like, you know, with some of the natural, like Bretonia gets wrecked by, I think, some of the meta factions like Kislev and Empire. So I think now that they're not being played, their win rate is kind of false. Like they were probably 20. So before today, Bretonia was 21-18, which is basically almost 50%. But we had someone go 4-0 with them today, with 5-0. No, so they were 20 wins and 18 losses. So Bretonia is probably fine, honestly. They don't. I think they're pretty good. They're strong, but they're not like OP in my opinion. All right, it's time, dude. Map bans feels good for SFTs. Yeah, I'll try that. Oh, I got Halibs close to 50%. You did? You carried them. Streaming guaranteed losses due to map bans is not frustrating. Well, for me, I didn't feel that anything I played today with Walk, even big open maps, was like a guaranteed loss. I don't really go in with that attitude, right? Like you probably could have won that matchup, maybe if your build was different or you played slightly better. But yes, the map is disadvantageous for you. I would agree with that, but it's not a guaranteed loss. You know, it's not like you're playing some Pit Lord faction or something. But yeah, no, personally, I think I would try map bans. We'll see. If it adds a lot of time, we'll do a test, but it should be quick. I just don't want someone sitting there for 5 or 10 minutes, like hyper fixating on which map they should ban and delaying the tournament for everybody else. Because that would be my concern. I wish there was a way to like enforce time limits on picks and stuff and all that. That'd be really nice. But Psycho has been maintaining Corn and pumping. There's been a lot of Corn players, actually. There's been a handful of them. All right. It is time. Oh, the Boner Giant. Let's go. So, taking a look here at the forces of Catholic, he is going to be rocking a Skeleton Spear front line with some halberds on the flank. So we do have Ushabti Great Bows. So Ushabti Great Bows are kind of a staple for Tomb Kings in most matchups. Very good in tabletop as well. But these guys are just excellent at shooting down cavalry, right? So Boner Giant is there to snipe SE. So Fey Enchantress, Paladins, Henri Le Massif, you know, or even Elite Cavalry. It's pretty good against those too. And yeah, mostly going to be Tomb Guard halberds backed up by some chaff. My one concern for this army is its infantry killing power. But Kotep does have the Vortex, right? He's got the Sandstorm, and then we do have a Catapult here as well. So it's not going to be helpless in that regard. Looking at the Bretonian army on the other side, it's going to be Plague Penguin. So if you guys want to see really high-end Bretonian Cav micro, Plague Penguin, his micro is incredible. It's very, very good. So he's got the Fey Enchantress with Awakening of the Wood. No, Dwellers below. Oh, wow, okay. Dwellers is good against Tomb Kings, so you could just drop it on their Catapult to basically insta-kill it. And then it's going to be 2 Paladins as well. So we got Battle Pilgrims with Spearmen at Arms, Grail Reliques, and on the side we got Grail Knights, baby. Oh yeah, dude, the elite of the elite. Yeah, I'll try map bans next time. If somebody could remind me, next time I post the tournament, if one of you guys could shoot me a message about map bans, just remind me, I'll incorporate it. Yeah, I'll incorporate it. Nonetheless, the Grail Knights are here, and they are ready to party. They are anti-large, and they will pretty much kill anything they get in contact with. Obviously, they don't want to be in sustained combat with halberds, but they can flank charge and lance formation, do some cool stuff, and we'll see what they do. We will see what they do. A single skirmish cavalry, mounted yeoman. I like that. It kind of guarantees him one early objective. Tomb Kings, no skeleton horse archers. I expected a couple, actually. I expected maybe 2 skeleton horse archers, but... the dreaded pencil formation. Yes. So the pencil formation is really good against battle pilgrims. It basically gives them less surface area to kill your units. So yeah, he's going to be moving forward with those and seeing what he's got. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you rooting for the lady, or do the old gods of Warhammer Egypt call to you? Are you? Who are the gods, anyways? You have Asaph. Yeah, that's the archer one, right? Yeah. And then you have Osirian and a couple other cool ones for sure. Yeah, Tomb Kings are a really fun faction flavor-wise. Really, really fun. But the pencil formation is moving up, and here they come. It's just time. And we do see the Paladins moving up towards Objective 2 with the Fey Enchantress to immediately capture that. And when the Grail Knights, got to be careful. They really, really don't want to get shot by Ushabti Great Bows. That's like a worst-case scenario. But here we do see the Paladins. Whoa, that Catapult actually did kind of some okay damage against those guys. That is not bad at all. Okay, we're seeing a lot of For the Lady in here. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of For the Lady. I think that's biased, though, because I think people just like to yell For the Lady because it's more epic. You know? Although there is a little bit of Tomb King's worship going on as well, so yeah, we'll have to see. Outside objective taken, Tomb Kings are going to be rolling up and getting ready to contest the points. You shop the Grapos, so what are they shooting at right now? Probably looking for Grail Knights, but we do see Blood Penguin, or Plague Penguin, god, he goes by so many names. Moving in with the Paladins, but they do get shot in the face pretty damn hard by those who shop the Grapos. However, Fey Enchantress has Earthblood, so it's not the end of the world. But the Bretonnian Legions are moving up. We have the Spearmen at Arms and the Battle Pilgrims heading there. All right. I think it's mostly for the lady. I would say like 75-25, maybe like 70-30. I'm seeing in favor of Bretonnian chat. We do not serve her. That's what Creative Assembly says. They're like, we do not serve her. Yeah, they don't dedicated serve us. That's good. I like that. We're too cheap. The small company. Yes, I'm sure it would be a huge effort for Sega to give us servers. But nonetheless, Spearmen at Arms on the way up. The two Paladins hanging out on the high ground. The Grail Knights hiding in the bushes, waiting to pounce. Yeoman Archers shooting into the Ushapti Grapos, and they're putting a little bit of damage into them. The first wave of peasants has engaged, and here they come. So they got their rakes and their pitchforks and their hoes out. They're going to be trying to show these skeletons who's boss. But yeah, Bretonnia loves sacrificing its peasants. It's their whole jam. And that's going to be a Chalice of Potions. We do see Catholic with really good micro. He scatters instantly, and Tomb Kings are slow as hell. So the fact that he was able to dodge that, like, basically guaranteed. And look, it just ends up killing a ton of peasants. So that's very Bretonnian flavor as well. But Bretonnia is just going to hunker down on the objectives. On the far side here, we do see the Necrotech for Catholic. He's really good because of the Burning Vambraces. So he applies melee attack and melee defense debuff. It's really strong and also gives him flaming attacks too. Some Knights of the Realm going to be heading him off, and we do see a single Paladin coming out to duel, and he does make contact. He bumps the Necrotech, gets a little bit of HP off him, and the other Paladin, who is a basic Paladin as well, coming in. Okay, this is actually potentially not good here for Catholic. He's got his Necrotech to 1200 gold character, fully surrounded and being circle beaten by anti-large. So that's tough, but the catapults of the Tomb Kings are still shooting very happily. But where are the Grail Knights? The Grail Knights are still waiting in the bushes. Hopefully for Plague Penguin's sake, he doesn't forget. These things need to move up, so I don't know, they'll be like outflanking or something. Maybe he's just going to be waiting for his opponent to run out of ammo on the Ushapti Grapos. I don't know. He's fighting down like, almost 2,000 gold right now. But look at that. The Necrotech is killed. He's taken down by the two Paladins of Bretonnia. Really, really, really nice flank there. That was excellent. So more Knights of the Realm are being called in. Okay. It looks like he does remember his Grail Knights. So the Grail Knights of Plague Penguin are now going to be engaged. As we see the Tomb Kings being pushed back on many fronts. In the front, though, Katep and his Nehakara warriors are holding well, but they don't have the capture weight to quite flip the objective. Fey Enchantress, though, is also a Mortis engine, so she can move in and cause some havoc. Up here, we do see Mounted Yeoman Archers going after the Bone Giant. So the Bone Giant coming down with the big Slobber Knocker punch right there, punches some Yeoman in the face. Usirian's incantation being used on Mounted Yeoman feels like a colossal waste of Winds of Magic to me. It will help heal the Bone Giant quicker, but at the end of the day, I don't know if that'll be enough. A couple Chariots moving in. Tomb King's Chariots are pretty good against infantry, so they move in and start to get some good contact into the Battle Pilgrims. And you can see Pilgrims are going to start hemorrhaging HP. A little bit of a freebie back here, potentially. We do see that, and the Grail Knights, let's follow their career with great interest. So here comes the Grail Knights. We see Battle Pilgrims. Oh, wait. Oh, the Battle Pilgrims are on the right side. Are they? No, these are Tomb Guard Halberds. Okay. So I thought the Battle Pilgrims were on the other side, but here comes the Grail Knights. Where are they going to go? Yeah, getting Ushapti Grapode feels pretty damn bad. But here they come, and they're going to be sandwiching into the back of these Skeleton Chariots. So for the lady, here they come. Lance's Couch, brutal damage. You immediately see the Skeletons start to crumble, and the Skeleton Chariots are going to die very quickly against the elite of the lady. On the far side, we do see some Halberds coming in, and the Halberds will be able to really, really stalwart on that objective. Two Knights of the Realm could surround them and maybe sandwich, but overall it's a bad fight. So I think if you're Bretonnia, you have to yield objective 1 to this Bone Daddy unit, and you have to start playing just the center objective here. Looking at value, Plague Penguin is a little bit ahead. Both players do have access to healing. Fey Enchantress via Earthblood, and Tomb Kings via the Realm of Souls, as well as their Lore of Nehakara passive. A couple Knights of the Realm, though, they do get a square fight into the Ushapti Grapos. I have to say, Catholic is very, very good at defending his weapons. Like last game, he had really, really good defenses on the artillery and some of the other pieces in the backfield and the Grapos, and the same thing can be said for this game. But we do see the Halberds here hanging in there. So the Tomb Guard Halberds grinding, and he does go for the surround actually. Oh, these Knights aren't engaged. A bit of a blunder there. He needs to reroute them and do some cycle charging. But yeah, I guess with proper cycle charging, the Tomb Guard Halberds could crumble. So he does pile in to attack them in the back. He probably should just retreat and refresh. Battle Pilgrims are going to be on their way over here. So here they come. And they will be able to probably take on those Tomb Guard Halberds. In the middle, we do see the Tomb Kings actually stealing the objective. So the Tomb Kings sustained infantry fighting doing really, really well here. Objective number 3 is owned by Bretonia, but that could be flipped. Do we see anything coming in? We do not. Mounted Yeoman Archer are going to be pushing back onto the catapult here, and we're going to see if Catholic's paying attention this time. Yeah, the catapult. Oh, it's going to be trying to shoot them off as they charge. That's pretty epic. And we do see a call-in of Tomb Guard Halberds, but Yeoman probably, if they get shot, will break. But okay, they make it, and will they get the crumble? Probably not. Mounted Yeoman's damage output is pretty pitiful. Oh, okay. Looks like he's trying to run with the crew. Okay, the fact that he ran with the crew, maybe he's going to crumble now. That was a mistake to decrew them, in my opinion, but now they're going to get crumbled down. Really cost-effective cash there. Getting rid of that infantry killing power is quite huge. Back in the middle, Faye Enchantress and her Spearman-at-Arms still fighting it out. The Unicorn going after Grand Hierophant Kotep. And we do see the two Paladins, the noble Knights of Bretonia, battling it out with the giant Colossus of the old world, the Bone Giant. So the Bone Giant's going to be getting shanked by these Paladins right here. His leadership at -40, so he's crumbling really hard. He's coming in with those Mike Tyson hooks there, but I don't know if that is going to be saving him. Grail Knights are still pretty healthy, and Grail Knights, even when they're on death's bed, are still really scary fighters. So they're going to move across and try and clear off this objective, which honestly they might be able to, although there's a Tomb Guard unit there, so that'll be a little bit trickier. And the Bone Giant does fall. Timber! He falls backwards and crushes some of the fellow Tomb Guard. The two Paladins successfully fulfilling their Grail vows, and certainly are going to be getting some sweet wine later if they win this fight. On this side, the Battle Pilgrims decisively winning against the Halberds here, and there is going to be a Kotep spell going down, or is that a Ushapti summon? I think it's a Ushapti summon. Not a bad idea. It could help clear these guys out. We'll have to see. Yep, Ushapti summon, plus the Sepulchral Stalkers coming in. The Ushapti summon probably will be able to deal with the Battle Pilgrims, but quick enough before they desummon is the question. So Grail Knights out on this side. Oh my god, Grail Knights, just the Terminators. They run down these Skeleton Spears. The Tomb Guard are getting beat up. With good micro, Grail Knights can be just the Destroyers of Worlds. If you pull them back and perpetually cycle charge through different units, they can do a lot of work. So up on the center point, we do see the Knights of the Realm as well as the Fae Enchantress duking it out versus the Skeleton Chariots and getting some nice attacks in there. The Sepulchral Stalkers able to use their dreaded laser beams as another big sandstorm tears through those cavalry. It's been doing a lot of damage this game. Chalice of Potions attempt coming down, but Catholic's micro is too good, and he's going to dodge it. So he gets the Tomb Guard Halberds moving up onto the point. The middle point still owned by the Tomb Kings. Looking at the score, guys, we do see the Plague Penguin massively ahead on the score. He's had the objective advantage for a long time, but Tomb Kings have gotten back into it a little bit here. Objective number 3 is going to be taken most likely by the Grail Knights, and a second Grail Knight unit has been called in. The Punishers are here. But yeah, you need to deal with those Great Bows. These Great Bows for Catholic are doing a lot of damage, but I don't know, man. Are the Tomb Kings going to be able to really anchor down on multiple objectives? Maybe so. Maybe so. I'm not sure. Objective 1 going to be going here to the forces of the Tomb Kings. The Ushapti summon did make quick work of those Battle Pilgrims in tandem with the Sepulchral Stalkers helping out. So that's really big for the old Catholic here. So he's got that one. The middle objective is owned by Catholic as well. Bretonia might just be in a Helm's Deep situation, ladies and gentlemen. This could be, this is 2 games in a row where it looks like Catholic has been on the ropes, but, you know, he just keeps scrapping his way back, man. It's very, very impressive. So, and his Halberds have been carrying so well. They've been carrying so well. So, Fae Enchantress is going to be maneuvering to the middle. On the outside, this objective is going to flip. It's 100% a triple cap, but it's a long time. Getting 1 victory ticket per second is going to be very taxing. So, the Defenders of Flare de Lis coming up on the point, as are the Grail Knights and the Fae Enchantress. And the Mortis might be able to do the trick. Kotep does get Lance, but he just gets knocked over. He gets launched like Palpatine. And the Collins are going to be more Knights of the Realm. So, like, you know, he's spamming fast cavalry to try and hold the points. But the problem with doing that is you're probably going to just lose out against a lot of the Halberds in the grind. But I guess he knows that if he could just flip the objectives, he's going to win on points, even if he's, like, behind on value, right? Plague Penguin is actually up on value, however. But yeah, fighting the Halberds here with Kotep supporting. Fae Enchantress grinding down. Oh, these are Grail Knights, though. Okay, so the Grail Knights, yeah, they're no joke. So Spears and Spears on the way up. Sepulchral Stalker is going to be guarding this far side objective, which Bretonia does not appear to be making any play for. In the middle, Bretonia almost getting this objective back, but then they start to run with everything instead of capturing the objective. A couple Peasant Spears also arrive. If Bretonia flips this point, that is going to be pretty big here. So here they come. Objective 2 is going to be flipping, and it's pretty big if it goes. That's going to make it really, really hard for the Tomb Kings to get these objectives back. Couple Skeleton Spears on the way, as well as Tomb Guard Halberds. On this point, it is owned by the Lady, and Sepulchral Stalkers, the Eyes of the Desert, are fighting very well with the Incantation of Righteous Smiting. It has for missile damage. I thought it was the Cursed Blades, but it's not. So they're probably just going to get killed by all these Knights of the Realm and the double Paladins here. I think that Blood Penguin has just barely edged this game out. It's been a very, very close one. He is up on value as well. and more cavalry are coming in. And his micro seems to be good enough. But yeah, middle objective going back to the Tomb Kings now. Sepulchral Stalkers have arrived. And they're pretty good against these Bretonnian Cav. Like, they'll fight well against Grail Knights, especially with Halberd support on the ground. Skeleton Spears are cruising for a bruising. And this objective, there are some Skeleton Spears coming up. Eyes of the Desert, what kind of value are we looking at? Only 600 so far. Those two Paladin characters, man, they deserve a raise, those guys. They have been just straight up dunking on these constructs and various monsters this entire game. So Grail Knight's going to be cruising over. Here they come. And rear charging into the side of the Skeletons. That's going to be some fat lance damage, potentially. Although it looked like they kind of faltered on their charge. Maybe he didn't give the proper charge order. But Tomb King's going to flip the middle objective. There's Sepulchral Stalkers and Halberds. Meanwhile, the Tomb King's solo objective over here is going to be taken down by the Knights of the Realm and the Knights Errant. So that pretty much seals the deal. Because the Tomb Kings are a very slow faction. You know, they're not going to get there in time. It's not going to happen. GG, well played. That was a really great match. Plague Penguin showing his Bretonnian micro is really good, and I can tell you from experience. I've not played him in a while, but I've had some really sweaty tournament games with Plague Penguin that have gone both ways, and some of those games against his Bretonnia were truly brutal to try and win. Truly brutal. His micro is incredible with those units. So Sepulchral Stalkers heading over. They have a little bit of capture weight, but the Bretonnian Cavalry will outcap them here for sure. It is a Knights Errant and a Knight of the Realm. Knight of the Realm will do okay, but the Stalkers do arrive. But yeah, 1450, middle objective is owned by the Tomb Kings, and Tomb Kings just don't have the momentum to get these points quick enough. They were owned by the forces of the Bretonnians for far too long. GG, really fun match, man. That was a great time. I had a good time today, a lot of fun games. We learned a lot about Warriors of Chaos. Pretty much every game we had was close, and these guys put on a great show. Awesome final between Plague Penguin and Catholic, and we also had that awesome high elf play from Hadries, which I think was one of my favorite highlights. All right, guys. GG, well played. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's SFT. I just want to sincerely thank you all for joining. Really fun stuff. And hey, shout out to all of our new players today. I noticed we had a lot of new players sign up. It's good to see you guys in there. Keep grinding. You'll get those dubs. You'll catch up with these folks eventually. All right. Yeah, you know, that was a close game. And Catholic losing this expensive support character early, this guy's a big player in the matchup. He's like 1,300 gold and has a massive debuff. And he just got karate chopped like instantly. So that was a big play there. Aside from that, the Boner Giant, yeah. So a couple things were rough here, right? We saw the Boner Giant at 200 value on the Bone Giant. That is rough, dude. And also the Necrotect. So that's a very, correctable thing for Catholic, right? Like maybe the Bone Giant having line of sight issues on that map, just switch it for a Great Bow. Great Bow got 2,000 value, right? If this had been another Great Bow, for example, that performed equally as well, Catholic probably wins that game, right? Couple little things. For Plague Penguin, awesome Fey Enchantress, awesome Paladin play, Grail Knight micro is good, and yeah, obviously he swarmed with his cavalry very effectively, so. All right, guys. That was a lot of fun. Drop a like on the way out if you guys enjoyed what you saw. We'll be back with some more Sweat this week. If there ends up being like a wild patch tomorrow or something, because I know they usually patch on Tuesdays. If there ends up being something, then I would consider running another SFT tomorrow with map bans. So we'll do that. That'll be fun. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll see you around. Appreciate you all. And Sigmar bless this ravaged body.